And we're back again, people. Deluded, I'm back again. As you can see above my head is Tottenham Hotspurs against Liverpool. It's the semi-finals of the League Cup. Obviously, we all are well aware of what happened with Arsenal yesterday. If you still want to talk about that, make sure you get your comments in. Comments, predictions, all of that good stuff. If you're on Twitch, one love. If you're on YouTube, double one love. Appreciative to you lot. Double appreciative to you lot who've been part of my 2 live bits of content today. Now, it's looking very improbable that Arsenal are going through to the next round, so I don't really care who wins. I want Tottenham Hotspur to lose. Postecoglou said he wins a trophy within his first 2 seasons. Obviously, we want them to end silverware, less better yet. Again, people, how do we think the game's going to go? I'll get the lineups in a second. Appreciative to you lot tuned in. We've got 8 minutes until kickoff. 3-2 Liverpool win, says Buki. You know what, yeah, I don't want to say, I think Liverpool are going to smoke them, but I have a feeling Spurs might surprise us. Now they've obviously got injuries. Spurs are a bit of an open book in that they play good football and they press well, but in the middle and the defensive third off the ball, they switch off. So yeah, I big up my guy Steph. Man said Havertz rubbed. I have manners. That's a Champions League winning goal scoring Champions League winning multi-versatile German international. He's still doing his thing. Can't lie, man. Arteta, man, this Havertz up front thing, it's a madness. And apologies, people. I'm just drawing attention to my lip. I was eating a mango. Don't ask me how, but I bit my own lip and it's actually hurting. It's bleeding. 4-1 Spurs. Tottenham always surprised when they're expected to get pumped. I'm not going to lie. I want them to get smoked, man. Let's look at the lineup. I want them to get smoked. DG didn't know you were a Chelsea fan. Whoa, brother. I don't know about that. I'm not going to quite say that, but COYS, let's show Arsenal how to win the first leg. Oh, go on then. Then show us how to win the Premier League. Then show us how to win the Premier League at your ground times 2. Come on, man. Spurs, don't do that. By all means, it's Arsenal's turn to hold licks and hold banks. But come on, man. Spurs fans, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Remember, you lot in the future. Same way we're not at the table we think we're sitting in, you lot are defo not at that table. You can see Spurs' lineup. They've given an immediate debut to Kinksy. Hopefully, you know, he gets rubbed out as usual. Kinksy, Pedro Puro, Draguzin, Archie Gray continues at centre-half, Spence, Basuma, Bentancur, Bergval, Kulusevski, Solanke, and Son. Now, Spurs do have weapons available to them that could harm Liverpool. For Liverpool, you've got Alisson, Van Dijk, McAllister, Salah, Jones, Gakpo, Jota, Tsimikas, Gravenberch, Kwanzaa, and Bradley. Obviously, Kwanzaa's come in, Bradley's come in, literally 2 changes, but that's still a ridiculously strong lineup. You know, Salah's out there. It's crazy. 4-1 Liverpool. They're going to be angry after that United game. Everyone expects Spurs to get slapped. Tony first start against Liverpool. Havertz scored in the Champions League final. Yeah, I didn't say he did it for Arsenal. I said he's a Champions League he's a goal scoring Champions League winning striker. I have respect on his name. He's a good player, clearly. I didn't say he did that at Arsenal. Since when did 2 and 2 get 1 million? The keeper's name is Kinky with an S. So is it Kinky or Kinksky? Either way, I hope he's rubbish, man. UK strains. Hey, we need some strains. 3-2 Liverpool. Do you know what? This is typically a high-scoring fixture. As a neutral, I want to be entertained with Spurs going out. It's as simple as that. We have to go strong on Sunday against United. Trying to forget Arsenal, but there's no going strong. I hear you, and you're right, yeah, but at the same time, there's no going strong because we've got a depleted squad. What we're able to put out there is what we put out there. DG, call him Tony. That's his nickname. His first name is Antonin and Tony for sure. I doubt I'm going to pronounce Kinksky right. I need to hear it, man. No disrespect to the man's name. 10% voted for Arsenal. You lot are tapped. Man, think we're going to get something at St. James's Park. That's probably in relation to the question on the poll in the live chat, which admittedly I can't remember where it is. Oh, yeah. Who will win the cup? 9% went with Newcastle. 5% have gone with Spurs. 9% have gone with Arsenal as well. 77% went with Liverpool. You know, I want Arsenal to Mission Impossible, but You have to score 2 goals minimum, assuming you don't concede. You have to score 2 goals minimum to force that into extra time and pens, and 3 goals with the way we're playing, let alone at St. James's Park, with our inability to break down low blocks, where we're playing right into Eddie Howe's hands. Either we come out and we go through the motions and kind of wait to throw punches, which obviously the time's ticking. If we go out there gun hole, all they got to do is score 1. 9 times out of 10, you could score a couple, but boy, it's looking peak. We got 4 minutes until kickoff, people. I'm trying to open something, and I also need to turn on my TV. Big up you lot, people. Smash the like button. Let me get everything sorted for this watch. We only have 4 minutes. Again, you lot are the backbone of the platform. Without you lot, it'd be dead. So please make sure you're commenting. You're hitting the like button, YouTube gang. Why ain't this opening, man? Oh, there it is. I'm trying to do bare things. I need a pen as well, man. I need to do bare stuff to be able to unlock what I need to unlock. This is an absolute madness. You know what? I'm a man. I'm not a girl. I can't multitask. Big up the women out there. Women, if you're around my age and you're single, brand isn't that, shout me. Single, sure as hell, ready to mingle. Get me. Score goals like Isaac if you want. DM me. I'll change your life. Can change mine as well. 30 this year. Can read it. Allegedly. I don't know who that was off screen. Who was saying all of that, but I'm going to sit back down. And now that's there. I need a pen to open this one. I'm trying to get comfortable and entertain you lot and watch this game together, man. What did you eat today, DG? Why for that? But pasta and mackerel, chicken and rice, about 3 cheesy beef patties, cheese sandwich, some fruit for breakfast, cornmeal porridge. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's about it. Maybe some little other stuff. Smoking some apple gelato. Don't know what that is, but feel free to send it, you know. Smash the like button. DG didn't know you were single. How old are you? Hey, allow me. Don't get it. You know, there's always, you know what it is when you're a good footballer, there's always a lot of interest in it. It's a Mo Salah thing. The contract ran out though. How old are you? 29, man. It's cool though, man. It's cool though. Don't be doing all of that. Can't lie, I'm a bit vexed with some of my friends because they all got misses. Like, oh, I don't want to go out today. I'm gonna have a quiet one. I don't want to come out on New Year's because I'm gonna be with the missus. Can be every other day, man. And you know you don't like. Come on, man. Big up the galley out there, but man, in relationships, you know damn well you don't. It's better to chill with the man than the gal. Like going out than chilling at home. Of course, there's certain things we can't do with our friends. Pause that we want to do with gal, but nah, man. There's nothing like being carefree. That's one thing I don't miss, especially the arguments when you come back home. But yeah, staying on brand. Allison, Van Dijk, McAllister, Salah, Jones, Gakpo, Yota, Timikas, Gravenberch, Kwanzaa, and Bradley. For the home side, Tottenham. Let's try. Kinsey, Pedro Puro, Draguzin, Gray, Spence, Basuma, Bentancur, Bergval, Kulusevski, Solanke, and Saar, people. Uncle Yardman's Cam 2. Yardman's a legend, bro. He's an absolute legend. Absolute legend. Fed in the chat asking mad questions. You know what? I won't talk too much. But sometimes, listen, in my little YouTube career, it works in your favor. I lived a couple movies. This is why you lot need to get the subs up so I can live the Shensia movie. The Loz movie. I want to live some movies. Like absolute movies. Woo! Let's go. Smash the like button, man. Journey to 70K. Like when I say movies. Oh, you do content. Oh, what's that like? Man, allow me, man. Single life is peaceful and more free. It is. But when you see what it is with single life, when it's lit, it's lit. When there's a drought and your friends don't want to go out and the line's dead, yeah, and you're up at 2 a.m. It's bare silent in the room and that, yeah, man. But it's the life we chose, man. Anyway, Spurs have kicked off Bergval, who reminds me of an early Emirates player, can play football, but you're clearly soft. Some would say that about the existing players. Drop the manual player. Do you know what I realized? Just because you're counter-attacking doesn't mean you're attacking. If you know, you know. We're not talking about football. All right, that's a lovely ball from Spurs over the top. Son's in a foot race. To be fair, Kwanzaa had a couple yards on him. He's rescued it. Allison's passed to Bradley's not the best, but that's what you should do for your teammates. Turn a terrible one into a good one. Unfortunately for the young fullback, deputising for Trent, he's lost it. What are you lot saying for Trent's future as well, man? Single life now. I want kids one day. Can still have kids. We all want. Listen, the man don't want to settle down, bro. I want to. You think I don't? Sometimes sit here and think, oh, it'd be nice to have a missus. Start thinking about youths and that stability and that. But yeah, I had that years ago. But that's not what we got now. All in God's timing, man. Summer soon round the corner, man. Hala Madrid, you're even mad. Big up DG. Still can't believe that Havertz chance. I hear you, but we see that every week, more or less. If not from him, from someone else. So I can believe it if I'm honest with you. And I got past the point, like I'm not really keen to talk about tactics and all of this. It's the same old when Arsenal drop points or don't necessarily win. We're not really seeing quality at the moment, man. The ball's not been on the floor much, man. It's playground football at this moment. Curtis Jones, I don't even know what skill that was, but he's done some Liverpool skill and he's made space for himself. Salah tries to clip a ball over the top. I don't know if Gakpo would have been offside there because the ball was delayed. Nonetheless, play's still here. Gakpo on this left-hand side. He's cutting. That's fantastic close control. He needs to pass it, though. Does pass it. McAllister put way too much on that, surely. And that phase of play dies out for Liverpool. You see the statement from the EFL about the ball guys do too much when it comes to us. It's true. And to be fair, yeah, Arteta, they baited him. Because let's be honest, he's chatting shit about the football. But at the same time, what they're killing him for on the net is actually not what he said. But yeah, man, yesterday was rattling. Manager talking about the ball and all of that. He should have known they were baiting him. And clearly, you know, the EFL, it's engagements. And I did find their Twitter post quite funny. The new Spurs keeper, okay. Just by that, you're already better than Forster or whoever was in the black keep that was in goal before. I see you trying to play out from the back. Kwanzaa's being occupied by Son here. Son, who apparently signed a new deal at Spurs until 2026. Gray, Spencer's revived himself. Could go out on loan and never to be seen again if you keep losing the ball like that. It's pinball at the moment. Bentacle, Spence. And that's not the first time, man. Is that a game plan from Spurs? They keep trying to pop the ball in behind, you know, on Liverpool's right-hand side. Is it because they thought Trent might leave space there? I don't know, because he's not playing. Come on, Salah. Where's the post-Christmas Salah stinkers? Well, Liverpool are too serious this season, man. It's finished. Any optimism Arsenal fans got? Listen, big up you lot. But I've checked out, and I want to be wrong. Oh, Liverpool smoking Budge. Handed it back to Solanke. Kulusevski can't bring it under control. It's crazy, because whenever I think of Solanke, I think of Bournemouth and Chelsea. I keep forgetting he spent a time at Liverpool. I expect Spurs to take this seriously, trying to win a cup for the first time in 20 years. But I hope Newcastle win this trophy. If not, pardon me, if we can't come from behind. Big up Marcel, by the way. They're naming strains after gelato flavors now. Time changes, man. God damn, you must have been on that Cali for you to be eating that much. I eat quite a lot anyways, man. Pause. I'm quite greedy. I think it's gym and certain things that some of you might allude to, but I'm not going to, you know, yeah. If you know, you know. Probably. Very scruffy football. The game hasn't settled yet. I just want Spurs tears, and it might be Spurs tears of joy. They're counter-attacking here. Bergvall, he's going to lose it. Killed it. See? I don't lie to you, look. The game just ain't settled, man. To be fair, the intensity's there. It's just lack of quality at the moment. Curtis Jones. Kwanzaa. Do you know what I want as a neutral? I just want a penalty early doors, man. Controversy. Bradley, that's a soft free kick to get. You, man, don't know about pink kryptonite. Yeah, that name sounds mad. Did you see that new article on Uncle Party? What article? If we beat Spurs by 2 goals in the league, is our campaign going to revitalize? Football's a weird game, man. You know, and I hate ifs and buts, but if Arsenal go win the next 4 or 5 games in a row, you know how our fans are. In the same way, it's all doom and gloom. Reality is we lost for the first time at home since April 2024. That was our first defeat in 13 games. So it isn't cause to panic. But again, I'm going to be a hypocrite because Arsenal fans like to say them kind of stats to kind of act like we can see the whole sky falling and certain people want to say everything's fine. That's what people want to harp on about. Reality is like it's the same things plaguing us, the same things we haven't fixed from last season. And obviously we want to win the trophy, the League Cup, which I felt was the best opportunity. Still got 90 minutes. You know, we hope and pray, but if we're living in reality, that's gone. FA Cup. Whether we win the FA Cup or not, come on, man. Don't go out in the same week with a disappointment to Newcastle, to Man United. Do you know how much their fans talk? You lot saw one call me yesterday. A Spurs corner. It's not the best, but it should have resulted in Alisson being tested. He's eventually tested, and he's made a great save. Very sloppy by Liverpool early doors there. And to be fair, and to be brutally honest, Spurs should be a goal ahead. Oh, I think something serious. What's happening here? Off the ball, Spurs man's down. The players look quite distressed. I hope there's nothing serious here. I'm not quite sure what happened there off the camera. It's not that we can't go on the wrong, but we would need a bunch of players to peak in form at the right moments at the very least. True. But how much money do you want to bet? Yeah. The minute let's just say it gets worse from here. Yeah? The minute it's become abundantly clear that we can't win anything and we're not in these shouts, when the pressure's off, I guess we'll start bopping ball. Certain man will start scoring goals. Yeah, cut the track. Something very serious. I don't know what this is, but it looks like something very serious has happened on this pitch. Again, the camera's cut. I'm watching it via mutes. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what Spurs man is on the floor, but there is a stretcher going onto the pitch. And as I said a few moments ago, the players of both teams look quite distressed. I don't know if it's a head injury, a collision. Don't know, people, but we hope whoever that is, they're all right. Even Postecoglou looks a bit distressed. The minute we're out of everything, form will be back. And that's the annoying thing. In fact, the most annoying thing is there's no Dubai trip for the boys this year. And I'll be real. What the hell were they doing in Dubai? For your form to drop off this much and for your form to uptake last season, what the hell were you lot doing in Dubai? I don't know. Part of me doesn't want to know. You lot might have to do that again. Pause if there's any reason to pause. John, and does that article specifically mention the man in question that you said, though? I don't know. It's quite vague. I don't want to be talking on things I have no clue on. But when the time comes to speak, I'll speak. Again, it looks like Brennan Johnson's getting his kit off and getting ready. So I assume that's a Spurs attacker of some sort. Still unclear to me who's on the floor. He's still a bit on the floor, people. Again, it's quite distressing. Hope they're all right. Yeah, it looks like whoever that is looks like they're getting put on a stretcher. John will speak about it, but you know the vibe. Do you really want to know what happened in Dubai? I don't want to know. I don't want to know what man them were doing in Dubai. I don't want to know. Let's actually show people. I actually want to try and zoom in and make out what player this is. I actually can't make out who the hell that is on the floor. There's bare man surrounding him. Who is that? I assume it's an attacker. Wait, let me see who's on their feet. Bergval's on his feet. Kulusevski, Basuma, Johnson, Draguzin, Son, Archie Gray's up. Okay, and the camera's just showing Van Dijk. And this stadium is 2 minutes away from my house. I'm sure it started snowing as well, so it's blitz out there. Who is down? It's not Spence, or I don't know. It can't be Spence. And it's a bit mad, away from the obvious. Liverpool is still going to have to contest and defend this corner. No, Spence is on his feet. I'll be real, I don't know who's on the floor, people. I can't make out what's going on. Okay, I can see their legs. It's one of the white players, if that helps. Who is that? Bentacle's on the floor. Okay, thanks for telling me. Bentacle's on the floor. So yeah, Bentacle's been involved in whatever's happened. Could be the year when those scum down the road win a trophy would be peak them for this manager. Less of that, none of that. Liverpool saved us in the Champions League final. They're going to save us across two legs. Yeah, just by Postecoglou speaking with one of his coaches stuff, he's doing that. So it must be something with the head. Which we hope Bentacle's all right. Imagine spending 700 million and we still need a left centre mid, left winger, striker, and backups to each position, back up to Saka, all because we signed 29 for 65 million when we could have got Kudus. I must admit, I'm going to be fair to Arteta. That 700 million is across the course of his time here. There's been other different priorities. However, for me in the last 3 seasons or the first year we fought for the league up until now, I'm with you. Like, too much money's been spent for some of the questions that we have. The backup to Saka, like you said, what we could have done with other signings, like you said, could have signed is at that same summer. You found Kai Havertz. And if Kai Havertz was stinky up front, same way he was stinky in midfield, boy, only God knows where we'd be. So yeah, there's been too much money spent. Certain people have been in the job too long for certain questions. And again, I'm a broken record because we said in the summer, all the Arsenal fans, we've been right and we've been wrong about many things. But we all said, what if Odegaard's missing? What if Ben White's missing? What happens if Saka's not there? If Saka's there and he's having a bad day, what's going on the left-hand side? And when you deep it, I obviously wanted better than Marino. I obviously wanted a striker, obviously wanted a winger. Like you lot, I'm disappointed with the summer, right? But when you deep it, I'm not against Marino. My issue is there wasn't someone that's either a long-term partner for Declan Rice or someone that's challenging immediately Declan Rice and Partey to be in that one of those midfield positions and be our best midfield three with Martin Odegaard in it. The man's still on, Bentancur's still on the floor, by the way, people. So we never done that. Moreno's not challenging no one. Calafiori, I like him, but he's still young, still got to learn all of that jazz. You could make a case, being devil's advocate, that Lewis Skelly's better than him or better fit at this moment at left back. Again, Tomiyasu, and if Tomiyasu should be fit, so non-start, but you can make a case of Tomiyasu, the option of Timber at left back, Lewis Skelly now all playing ahead of Calafiori. And I only mentioned that to say who was level raisers, because we didn't look after the depth. We didn't sign any level raisers. After the bullish chat from the manager, from the captain, from the Cronkies, missing out via 2 points and the rest of it. This is why in the summer, I said, like, you can go back and see, I said this club won't cry if they get a top 3 finish and get, finish in respectable places in the competitions. I don't doubt that Mikel Arteta and the players want to win a trophy. My thing is more how Arteta spent the bag. But I'm speaking about those on top of Mikel Arteta, pause. Because at the end of the day, the minute we got 2 years back in the Champions League, foot's off the gas. Rightly or wrongly. And don't get it twisted, I do think there's a reality where if not a lot of money was made available in the summer, when Arteta's had money, he hasn't always spent it the right way. And we did have to make stuff in terms of sales. And Arteta spent a lot. We can't act like it's all the Cronkies, but they don't want to win. They would like to win. It's not keeping them up at night the same way with us as fans, not having a Prem, not having a champs. We'll have to say fluke our way to success is disingenuous, but we'll somewhat need to fluke it. It need to be a miracle season to win a Prem or a champs or any of these competitions, or you need your manager to not have certain faults he's got at this moment. This is why we're in what we're in. It is what it is. Again, people, the play is still delayed, man. It feels like it's been like several minutes, because it probably has. Bentancur is still on the floor. We hope he's all right, but yeah, there's not much going on. Keep your opinions coming, people. There's already several Spurs players missing out, as you lot already know. Pardon me. Why did he sign Kai exactly? Brother Viggs, when you find out, let me know. I don't think Kai has been bad. I'm not necessarily against Kai Havertz. I think you've exceeded your expectations. With me, though, I don't know why you were signed. I don't think you was a level raiser. And no matter how much you are, Kai, unless you get 20-odd goals or you look like a prime Frank Lampard in midfield, that 65 million could have been spent elsewhere. It could have been put in areas like up front or out wide or whatever, but it didn't happen, innit? So Arteta has to face the music. The little pennies he's had hasn't always worked out. And I think the last 2 years we didn't win the league because of ourselves. I think we're in this position where mathematically can still fight, but we flunked it because of ourselves. Challenging in 4 trophies. Look at the squad depth. We saw how techie it could get last season. Did we learn? Who wins? I'm going to go with Liverpool 2-1, man. Bentancur looks like he's finally being shepherded off the pitch. Hopefully, it's a minor concussion and he's able to resume his playing career, and there's nothing more serious than that. But away from the obvious, it's another one to add to the injury list for Spurs. And, Postecoglou's obviously been forced to make a substitution and rejig certain things. Hope Bentancur's all right. He's got a blanket over his face, so I can't make out what's going on with him. Oh, shit. It's in a brace. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him, but it looks mad. What is the point of spending 35 million on Zini and 45 on Jesus? At the time, it made sense. I'm not going to lie. At the time, they made sense. They impacted us. The problem is, they should have been brought in initially, in my opinion, is to be squad players. The system, like our team, elevated beyond them. Like, it's not Arteta's fault Jesus got injured, but since then hasn't found his form. And when you put that man on big wages, it's a myth. Zinchenko, I agree with you, needs to cut. Plays restarted. Alisson's collected that corner. We just haven't built on the quality. Like, once it became because they're not bad as squad players. Once it became evidently clear where we're at with Jesus now, where we're at with Zinchenko, which to be fair we've done, just upgrade. We've not maximized the small margins to get over the line, so I can't really be. It's clearly complacency, naivety, or incompetence, or all three, based on the summer and what we face ourselves in now with no sporting director in a crucial January period where we need to pull some sort of rabbit out of the hat or get a body in. It is what it is, man. And we're already being briefed on next season. Van Dijk's attempted to switch play. Not going to be in Van Dijk's highlight reel. Big up troops. 5 goals in 2024. More in the tunnel is nasty. I think it has to be this season. I don't hear Maresca winning the league in his first season. I don't hear Arn winning in his first season. I don't hear City winning it from where they are now. And even Forest, because then that means their project has been more successful than ours. We got to win this season. I hope I'm wrong and we win something, man. He landed wrong and affected the net. Aye. Thanks for telling me. Aye. Hope he's all right. Liverpool on the attack here. Connor Bradley, was that the best pass to Mohamed Salah? Salah, was that the best option? The cross is cannoned off for Spurs, man. Throwing on this right-hand side for Liverpool. I mean, Spurs can give you a game in an attacking sense. They can put you on the problem. It's just their middle and defensive third. They're always susceptible to conceding. It is what it is, man. Arteta's not going nowhere, man. Unless fans stop going to stadiums, the players down tools, or we somehow capitulate at the top four, he's not going nowhere. Basuma gives it straight back to Liverpool. Has he? Kwanzaa's managed to get it back here and shepherd it right back all the way to Alisson. Is Alisson going to go long? No, he's going to play it short. He had me. Kwanzaa. Bradley. And see, this is what the academy can do for you, man. Let's like with Lewis Skelly, like you just bring through some calm dons. Like not everyone has to be Trent and Gerrard, just calm guys that can be part of the squad. Always feels like in Haaland, and I'm happy with Ethan. I think Lewis Skelly's great. Saka's obviously the poster boy, but it always feels like the star boys have to come through. It's never just some competent brothers. Oh, hey, this keeper at Spurs is bug, you know. I like him, you know. He almost had his pocket picked by Curtis Jones. You can see why Spurs signed him. He's very much, not that he's been tested or we've seen too much, but you can see he's very much the modern day keeper, clearly comfortable playing with his feet, and you can let's see his passing range. It's a decent attempted ball, really. Okay. He's 21 as well. Are you better than Vicario, or we'll have to see from corners? Arteta's been here 5 years. There's certain things that we shouldn't be talking about. And like I always say, there's no balance with Arsenal content creators. Arteta is Satan to some people, as extreme as that sounds. And to some, I don't think they care about his managerial career or what he's doing or not doing. I think they just fancy the guy, man. If all else fails, Mikel Arteta, there's some weirdos that are part of Arsenal Twitter that you, trust me, pause on all of this. But if you started OnlyFans, you're caking. Curtis Jones has ran into a brick wall trying to wait Basuma there. Spence keeps the attack going. Son down this left-hand side. What can he do up against Bradley? Son ain't been in the best of form for Spurs, has he? Seems like a lot of fans are questioning him. You think Arteta is cut from the same cloth as Poch and Rodgers? Until he gets a major honours over the line, he's going to get thrown into that, isn't it? Nearly, man, at this moment. Get DG to 70k before 2026 or a dog will bite your child. Hey, you know that? Hey, bloody hell, Jay. Less of that. Bit graphic. But you will get an unexpected high bill, so smash the like button. Spurs' keeper making his debut. Come on, Liverpool, man. You got a debutant 21-year-old keeper. Salah cooked this youth, man. Liverpool, I'm not happy, you know, because there used to be a time whether we played you lot in the League Cup, in the Premier League or whatever, we're just going to cane us. Firmino was just going to boy us. It's a good passage of play here. Tsimikas, who's another rotation into the side. So 3 changes actually from Liverpool. Tsimikas almost lost the ball. Thank the Lord for McAllister. Jota. Gakpo's offside. That ball needed to go in there 20 million years ago. I mean, obviously, there's an element of probably being a bit cold because there was a substantial stoppage, obviously, owing to Bentancur's suspected concussion, but seems like everybody's cold again, man. The game's kind of settled, but still, Brendan Johnson pumps it into the channels. We've got Pedro Porro down this right-hand side. His cross is stopped by Gakpo. Yes, it is. It will be a Spurs throw-in, though. Potter has been named West Ham manager. I think this could be a good appointment. Big up Graham Potter. He's back in the job. We'll have to see. I think it could be. It feels like with Potter, it's one of them that it's either going to be a really good appointment or horrible. There's no in-between. Kulusevski. Surely he's got to shoot. I don't know what he was doing there. It looked like he got caught in 2 minds. The ball's here, Alisson. They used to move to us for no reason. DG, which free agent she taking next season? In an ideal world, boy. Van Dijk, Trent, Alisson. I'm sorry, Van Dijk, Trent, Salah, you're more than welcome. Kimmich, you're more than welcome. Davies, you're more than welcome. That's Alfonso, not Jonathan David. Pardon me, who else is a free agent? That's it of significance, isn't it? Spurs' goalkeeper. Oh, he's tried to pass it to Spence. It's cannoned off Gray. Spence plays it back to Gray. Archie Gray. That Dorrington brother, the 19-year-old on the bench for Spurs. If you're on that bench, remember you're a centre-half. You need to cut. It's January. You need to go on loan. Liverpool being a bit sloppy and they've gifted it back to Spurs here. Spurs need to break in numbers. Liverpool need to get back immediately. Kulusevski down this right-hand side. Kulusevski's messed it up. What's going on, Liverpool? If we lost yesterday, by default, these don't have to. But Suma's found Son. To be fair, Spurs moving like they're going to take the lead. Son Heung-min is long. Yeah, I don't know how they haven't scored there. Looked like Solanke was falling over. I think that's a corner for Spurs. Liverpool, you need to wake up and wake up immediately because it looks like Spurs are hungry here. We need to be all over Douglas Luiz from he's available to go get him immediately. We're not going to, though. Rightly or wrongly, you've got Jorginho, you've got Partey, you've got my man Moreno, you've got Rice. Kai Havertz can play in midfield. He can tweak things with Lewis Skelly, Ethan when fit in Odegaard. Plus, the priority has to be with Saka. I'm with you. I'm not against Douglas Luiz. Is it any coincidence we tried to sign him? We were unsuccessful. He's gone Juventus. It's not working out. He's been linked with, ironically, Spurs and Arsenal and Man United, but he's also been linked with Nottingham Forest. And who went over to Nottingham Forest allegedly? Edu. Oh, yeah, Kwanzaa. Really trying to show the gaffer that you can get starts in it. Ultimately, he's lost the ball. Arsenal are in a little bit of a crisis. 1 home defeat in 2024, 1 loss in 13. We really are dying by the high standards Arteta set. That's what some fans like to do and bury their heads in the sand. But yeah, man, win, lose or draw. I don't think we've been happy all season. There's been some moments, like when we obviously beat up Sporting, scored a lot of goals against West Ham, beat Spurs. I think for me, the draw against City away, mashing up PSG. But generally, I don't think Arsenal fans have been happy whether we've won, lost or drawn. You know, United, cool. We haven't been screaming and shouting every week, but I don't think we've been happy all season. I don't. I really don't. Those of us that are balanced, Basuma, Draguzin, Liverpool, you lot are acting, man. Bare draws, bro. No, I'm not saying that I'm happy. I'm just saying like it's just a mixed bag, and it is a crisis, really. Illness, injuries, question marks over the new signings, whether they've elevated things, lack of squad depth, Starboy missing his peak. Mohamed Salah to Gakpo. Come on, Gakpo, man. Finish, Salah! He shanked it wide. Come on, but Liverpool, you lot acting. You lot going to lose this leg and then turn it around at Anfield, innit? Since the restart, Liverpool have been cold, man. Arsenal versus United this weekend. We will be doing a watch along for that. I forgot to tell you lot, people, for those of you that listen to me on Spotify and have been wondering where my content is, they've done me dirty. They've logged me out. I can't get my account back. So I've started a new one, people. Simple as that. Start again. So yeah, I posted the link. If you're on Spotify, it should be on all Apple Music and all that crap as well. So yeah, make sure you're following Kulusevski into the hands of Alisson. Spurs definitely look a lot more positive than Liverpool. Liverpool do look, threatening is not the right word, but do look like they could do something on the counter. But it's quite lethargic. It's quite slow from Liverpool. They're gifting it away cheaply once it crosses into Spurs territory. Curtis Jones, Gravenberch, fouled by Son here. I dare Arsenal to lose to United. Just know the United fans are lurking. And the thing is with Arsenal, it can get toxic very quick. Because even when you go to the games, as much as there's some criticisms of Mikel Arteta and some people that want him gone, you speak to any Arsenal fan that speaks to Arsenal fans or goes there, Arteta's still got a lot of supporters and still got a lot of like cult-like following, if I'm honest with you. By the way, as well, Spotify are trying to be like YouTube in that they're allowing you to upload videos. So make sure you're over there trying to build that up. We know we're dead. Somehow we're second in the league. And that's the annoying thing. Because it could be better, 100%, but it could be a lot worse. Archie Gray's gifted it back. Conor Bradley to Gravenberch. Come on, just find Salah. Salah, come on, man. Mohamed Salah, it's not the best of crosses. It's dealt with by Pedro Piro. Where to watch? If you're watching this on the stream, help people out. Fortunately for myself, I am watching this on TV. People are clinging on for a fairy tale ending, brother. Yeah, exactly. And I would love a fairy tale ending, but man, I have to live in reality, bro. You need Liverpool to fall off a cliff. You need Arsenal to be perfect. You need Newcastle to fall off a cliff in a month's time. Forget it. I'm not on the fairy tale thing. Of course, you know, while there's a possibility, fight, but I can only comment on what's in front of me. It's on Sky Sports, bro. I'm never going to be that content creator where I can see it's raining. I'm going to say the sun's shining. I don't feel that's right. I wish I could do the over negative thing or the toxic positive thing. I'd be gone clear, really, with the name DG for obvious reasons. But I just don't want to go to bed feeling like a prick. Bergval has to go home. We used to watch one touch footy. Now I'm forced to watch one touch, one corner. It's like, and the thing is, yeah, we're not even. We're not even playing like a prime Stoke. We're not playing like a prime Barca. Like, what are we doing? To live and let die, man. In life, you can only control the controllables you can control, man. And I can't change anything about Arsenal Football Club. So while I love the club and I, want us to succeed, there's only so much I can try and get angry about. It don't make no sense. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. I said it last season. I said it the season before. And I'm going to say it this season. And probably say the next time we find ourselves in this. It does feel like if you don't win the league this year, then it's gone. Because say what you want. Out of these 3 years, and I would say last year in particular, like, we should have a Premier League trophy, the first one since the Emirates era. But that's all coulda, woulda, shoulda, isn't it? Really, like, reality is we don't. Arteta's got to go back to the drawing board. The Cronkies got to pull their fingers out in the transfer market because it's bleak. Goal kick to Liverpool. 27 minutes approaching on the clock. People still no goals. Do you think Spurs look the more likely to score? Which hopefully that means Liverpool are, but yeah, man. Beyond that, there ain't nothing to really scream and shout about. Appreciative to have you lot tuned in, but yeah. Salah's in conversation with Arne Slot. Kwanzaa's down. Is that another injury on the pitch today? Kwanzaa's down. Douglas Luiz to Nottingham Forest, yeah, man. Can't lie, Forest are building something kind of special. Spare thought for Bournemouth because they're having a great season, but their season's been plunged into doubt now. What? That striker, Ivan Nilsson, broke his ACL or something like that, had surgery, and apparently their Turkish strikers picked up an injury. Hardly be. Should have stayed at Highbury, Emirates move, stadium debt, organ donors. Oh, Lord. You're moving mad. This season has not been a good one. 7 draws in 20 games isn't good enough. Dropped 20 points so far. For me, it's the points from winning positions as well. I know this is how football is, yeah, and some of the contexts are different. I have more excuses for City than anything, but the 2 games against Brighton, City, Liverpool, there's defo one more. Chelsea. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth, man. It's been one of more lows than highs. Like, we obviously want to win silverware. It looks like Endo is coming on, by the way, people. What highs have there been this season from an Arsenal perspective? It's always nice to win against the top 6 and not lose and whatnot, but it is what it is. Both teams have had to make subs, people. That looks like that's the end of Kwanzaa's day, if I'm honest. It looks like Endo's coming on. I don't know if there's a tweak to the system. I don't know if Endo's playing centre half. I don't know if there's some tweaking going on, but we'll have to see. Highlight was shaking hands with Lee Judges. Big up yourself. Shout out Uncle Lee, man. Man said that's the highlight, man. If that's the highlight, then damn. Let's hope we're celebrating something in May. Emphasis on hope. I think Arteta should have spoken about the ball and how the flight of it is different. To be fair, they took his words out of context. But I wanted my manager to be a bit more smarter there because you know what's going to be said. You know we've just dropped points. And then obviously the way it's clipped, it just sounds like an idiot thing. If I'm honest, like Newcastle used the ball, right? That must have been a question where it's bait. Endo's come on. I really don't know if he's playing centre half. I guess we're going to learn. I was there last night for my birthday and I'm just disappointed. A lot of running around, but no end product. Definitely not sparkling and no gunman in the box. First things first, happy belated birthday. It's a shame about the result, man. That's one of my biggest fears, Arsenal getting slapped on my birthday. I'm not on that at all. I've never experienced that to my memory. So yeah, happy belated birthday. And you're right, man. We need a gunman striker. There's a lot of bark, but no bite. And even the bark bit, we're not really barking. Like, I think we accuse Arsenal looking productive of actually being busy. There's a lot of fluffing around on the edge of the area, but there's no killer blows. Speaking of killer blows, I was just about to say Spurs are on a counter-attack, but they've been tactical foul settings. Seems like Gravenberch will be playing centre-back. You lot saw my vids. That's one guy I wanted at Arsenal. I didn't think he'd ever look this good for Liverpool, but that's a guy I wanted to see. Them kind of midfielders is what we need, man. Guys that could. I'm having Curtis Jones, man. I remember he's linked with him in the summer. Clearly, it was lads. I'm having him at the carpet, man. And do you know why? Above everything, like, he's obviously wonderfully gifted technically, sorry. But he's a bastard. See the little push that Isaac did on Odegaard. These are the kind of things we need to start doing. That's what the Invincible, of course, the Invincible were nice guys, but like you've got to be like this. Look at any title winning side across history or any athlete that's won something. They've had an edge to them. We got a couple man with that edge, but we got a lot of nice players. We got a lot of nice players. You have if you had a daughter, you wouldn't mind her being with a guy like them, especially Saka for me. But we need to be a bit nastier, man. There's so much that Arsenal need to do differently. Jubilani ball tap complaints. Hey, if you know, you know. Was that record-breaking goal-scoring season from Odegaard a complete fluke? Not a fluke, but I just feel the way we was playing football was in a sweet moment. It was a new system. I don't think I've ever looked at Odegaard to be a goal scorer. Don't get twisted in the role he plays. I'll never demand goals from Odegaard, but he does have to chip in. And I do think, even going back to the early parts of the season, Odegaard's been in a number of goal-scoring positions, and he's not done well. And Odegaard's season's been a bit stop-start, innit? Like, there's been times when he's played really well. He looked good when he came back from his injury. And like, since he's had that kid, he's in issues. Surely Basuma's fouled Jota. Jota, to be fair, probably wanted the advantage. We need to go for Joe Bellingham or Carney Chuameka. I'm having Carney. And I'm having Joe Bellingham. I'm going to do a video on him from a scouting point of view, man. I'm having both of them. Well, we're not getting none of them in January. Because the priority has to be a wide man. Who that wide man is, if we'll get a wide man, I don't know. That Brazilian youth, Marquinhos, I think he's shit. But honestly, if I'm him, boy, if you're still on loan, recall that. I swear the Brazilian league is done in Jan. You hang around the Emirates, the club might say, we've got you, we don't need to do nothing. You taking back Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Unless he's got some banging star, dog. What are we getting Ainsley Maitland-Niles back for? Forget all of that. I love Ainsley, but like, you're not helping us. Lewis Skelly is doing what you should have done. Just shut up, play fullback, do well, wait on your chance. It's happening. Big up Lewis Skelly. Free kick to Liverpool. Timmercast delivers. It's a good one. It's flicked on. It's into the hands of the Spurs keeper. Come on, Liverpool, man. 30 odd minutes in. You haven't. The new keeper for Spurs, his kit is still clean, man. Oh, Fabio Vieira coming back to do Nash as well. Like, I like Fabio Vieira, but you're soft. I just don't think you're built for the Premier. We bought you too early. You're not tenacious across 90 minutes. You're playing off the right, which is dead. Obviously, technically, you're sound, mate. Like, in training, you must be a baller, but all the other ingredients, Gravenberch, even the way he drops his shoulder, he's a baller, man. Typical Dutch footballer. Endo. Who is centre back? Have they gone to a back three? Hey, big up Slot. He's a madman. I can't lie. For a number of times, Liverpool have been caught playing out from the back here, and it looks like Endo's centre half. They're quite lucky that Spurs couldn't bring it under control. Alisson, what are you doing? Alisson, what are you doing? Timmercast, you need to buy him a beer because he's turned a horrible pass from you into a good one. And Curtis Jones has done well. Alisson, what are you doing? I'm a Liverpool fan for 90 minutes. What do you think Joe Bellingham's ceiling is? Honestly, I don't know. You never know. I don't know. I do think he could play Premier League standard, and I just want my own Morgan Rogers, man. And we're not buying Morgan Rogers, so let's make one, innit? That's a light-skinned youth that plays in midfield, make him run up and down, innit? We should be looking at Cherky or Malik Fifana at Lyon. We're not going to, though. Fifana, he's soon ready. Not quite, but I'm with you on the right thing. Cherky, get it done. I think he's got the talent. I do think he's got attitude issues and all of that. I think he's got the talent. I think if someone can get through to him that you could be one of the best footballers in the world if you really apply yourself, it's lit. But we're not going to get them. We're going to find some reborn, man. And at this point, if they're not going to buy someone decent, just find me a decent kind of young, not youngish, but lesser known profile that can grow into the role. Endo over Tieno. Yeah, me very mad. Imagine Nagelsmann's tactics with the squad with a few more additions. I like Nagelsmann, but I think I'll get angry at you as well. Like, you're going to do bare smart stuff, but I don't know if you get us over the line. We should go for Kingsley Coleman. He's never going to be fit, though. What happened to Max Kagare? He was due a move. Still at Lyon, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't think he's developed physically, but not as much as I thought he would. He doesn't get out-muscled as much. He's quite tenacious. Oh, that's a good little dummy. The pass around the corner from Jota was horrible. It's good defending by Archie Gray. Did the ball go out? Is it no corner? Okay, either way, it was all right from Gray. Jed Spence. Gray. Pops it round the corner. Throw in. DG Nation, thoughts on the game so far? That's a question for you. Let the man know. Don't leave him hanging, man. Not much, really. I think the game kind of has gone a bit stale after Bentancur, was off the pitch for a while. Pardon me. Spurs, quote unquote, looked like they could score today. Liverpool look like they could score on the counter. Not really any quality or anything of any talking point for either goalkeeper to have to do. For a game that's typically one of the highest scoring fixtures, it's flattering to deceive. Kulusevski and Spence in the trenches. Good play from Spence there. Kulusevski's lost it. They played their way into problems. McAllister. You taking Randall? I'm desperate, bro. Yeah. You asked me a week ago, I said, no, I'm desperate. Bring Calamani. It's peak, bro. I've been having mad thoughts because of what Arsenal's doing, and you're not gonna have to forgive me. Spurs are on the counter attack. I've had mad reactionary thoughts. Wenger weren't that bad. Why did we get rid of Lacazette? Could Arteta have blessed the beef of Aubameyang and he would have been here? Should we have kept Nicolas Pepe? I'm having mad thoughts. Like, should we have kept Guendouzi? Yeah, crazy thoughts. Should we have kept Balogun? Mad thoughts. Mad thoughts. Conor Bradley, surely he's been fouled there, throwing. It's like watching two ops clash from afar. Rosicky as sporting director is not a good appointment. We're turning into friends and family. FC needs someone who can shut Teta up. But even that, I agree with you. But even that, yeah, if you get someone that's not a yes man that will, you know, Arteta, you want to spend 65 million on some idiot Kai Havertz v 0.2, forget that. Bring your next one, yeah. Unless the Cronkies give them the authority, or at least, because I genuinely think for all of Edu's faults, which he had a lot of them, I think when they're going to talk to the Cronkies, you look at someone like Havertz must have divided opinion. I think if they're both in a room with the Cronkies, I think they listen to Arteta. I think they need to have a favorite. Like, Arteta needs a David Dean, man, because he's doing mad things. It's the same theme when you go and read these articles. Oh, the club wasn't universally agreed on David Raya. Arteta pushed for it, which I'm happy with. The same with Calafiori, the same with Moreno, the same with Kai Havertz. The same, actually, we can all watch the All or Nothing. The same with Aubameyang, whether it was right or wrong. We all saw it. Richard Garlick and Edu, if you remember, they weren't on cancelling the contract. It was Arteta who did all of that. So they have to be promoted. Let's be real. Them man know nothing. Them owners there, they know nothing about football. Arteta's kind of changed their life. It was a mess. Back-to-back apes. He's got us in the Champions League now. We're quote-unquote competing. We're not getting embarrassed in cricket scores in the champs. As long as Arteta keeps doing that, he can keep doing his fuckery, you know, rightly or wrongly. Josh Kroenke, I will say, you seem to care a lot more than your dad and whatnot, but you're not the head honcho. Your dad is. We're not going to get to the promised land, man. So it is where it is. Conor Bradley, I love this guy, you know. He's looking at, and Spence as well. South London versus Liverpool, fullback union. For us, fullbacks are the most important in the game. Arteta got me agitated about anything. That ball statement was crazy. You want Bentner back? Nah, Bentner was crap, man. I hated Bentner. From a footballing point of view, he's actually one of the worst footballers I see at Arsenal. I hated him. I think he was so rubbish. Even big him up for when he used to score against Spurs and that, but he was rubbish, man. I remember when Adebayo almost beat him up when we lost 5-1 at this ground. Well, not this ground. It was White Hart Lane. And I'm sure we played Barcelona and Van Persie put the ball in the back of the net. And I was just about to celebrate. And I see Bentner's on the line like he's a centre-half. Bentner was rubbish, man. Jed Spencer's had the most touches this game with 37. Second is Conor Bradley with 28. And then you've got a bunch of defenders for both teams. So if the defenders have seen most of the ball, we can't complain we ain't seen goals. Good tackle by Basuma. Must admit, I wanted Basuma at Arsenal, but I missed with that one. That's a ball into Son. No, it's not. Feel your stress. Therapy settings, man. I think every Arsenal fan thinking like mine was Tavares at Lazio. See, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. I'll be real as well, Arsenal fans. Eddie and Ketty, I was thinking about it like when I was on the train trying to get on the AFTV, and if you was thinking, "Rah, should we have kept Eddie?" Crazy thoughts, crazy reactionary thoughts. Boy, I don't know, man. What happened to Bentancur? Apparently, he kind of fell on his neck, as one of you said. Worst football I've seen at Arsenal was Scolacci, Bellerin, Andre Santos, Bischoff. Bit harsh on Bellerin. Bellerin turned rubbed, but I don't think he's the worst. Scolacci, probably the worst centre-half, without a doubt. Andre Santos, he's up there. Bischoff was rubbish. I'll always say Gallas for how he conducted himself. Obviously, in terms of ability, he wasn't, but I'll always say Gallas. The worst footballer I've seen is probably Runnison. I know he's a goalie, but yeah. Lavia or Basuma. Lavia's a big boy for Basuma. Basuma can't talk to Lavia. Lavia's cold. Basuma's good. I admit, I gassed it. Like, you weren't as good as I thought you was. Lavia's way better than him. The only thing with Lavia is you can't stay fit. Lavia is a big dog for him. Van Dijk's gone home to Alisson. He's way better than him. Kolasinac. Kolasinac weren't the worst though. Kolasinac made no sense because you look at him, you just think he's one of them solid Eastern European defenders. He's trying to play like Ronaldinho. He was an enigma, truly an enigma, truly an enigma. We've seen some smelly players at Arsenal, though. We've seen some smelly, Ignacy Miguel, Carl Jenkinson. We've had some smelly players, man. Marquinhos is up there, 100%. We've had some bin juice, man. Absolutely. Bellerin was crap, but he weren't the crappiest. Like, he weren't the crappiest. And he did have a couple good seasons. He weren't the worst. Jenkinson easily worse than him. Easily. But Jenkinson was shit. And it used to, sorry for swearing, it used to pee me off. Because you know how Arsenal fans been weird. Oh, he's an Arsenal fan living the dream. I hear that. Respect to him. But what does that mean? The only time I've been happy for Jenkinson is when I'm sure he scored against Norwich. Tavares is up there, but like Tavares wavy on the ball. Sanogo, you know what? Sanogo's up there, but I'm gonna put an amnesty on that one. I'll big him up because that semi-final against Wigan, you stood up too. Because of that, you bust case. I'll never slander you, but yeah, you were horrible, man. No hairline holding. Oh my god, holding. You know what it is with holding? I think that ACL effed him, man. Because there was a point I willing to bet money he was about to get England cap and he was half decent. And big up Rob Holding. Back 3 settings, but he stood up too against Costa in that. Koscielny could never. 5th of February, second leg against Newcastle. Sky Sports is a month from now. There's no need to tell us. I was actually in a good spot in this live stream. I was enjoying you lot's conversation. It was lighthearted. And now I'm doing the calculation about the Newcastle game again. Who to beat? Who to be? Yeah, Gooner. Arsenal, don't you dare seriously, don't lose to Man United on Sunday. I'm actually not on it. I'm like, oi, Jota nutmegs Basuma and keeps it moving. Mohamed Salah, come on, Salah. I know you don't take the cup seriously, but come on. If this was the Prem, that would have been a better pass. Cody Gakpo, Tsimikas, you never walk alone. That's great defending from Bergvall. Come on, if that was the premise, 1-0. Callum Chambers. Do you know? I don't even think Callum Chambers was. He was rubbish, but he weren't that bad. He just used to get ripped. Salah used to rip him. Firmino used to rip him. Mane used to absolutely savage him. Jefferson Montero of Swansea tore him a new one several times. Mane was ripping him at Southampton when he had them yellow boots. 3 o'clock kickoffs. Before people knew about Mane at Liverpool. That's how I don't understand how we never signed Mane. Because he used to tear us a new one against us for Southampton. We could have easily bought him. Saliba got injured. Incomes holding league is Kalas. Do you know what with Rob Holding? Yeah, I'm sure that season we lost to City and he scored and he done the wink. I was like, yeah, you're not serious. You're actually not serious. Lewis Skelly or Gibbs, bro. Lewis Skelly's way better than Gibbs. Bear man are better than Gibbs, bro. Big up Kieran Gibbs. I got time for you, but you were just a calm, steady Eddie. You was a centre midfielder. Arsene Wenger said, yo, you could play left back. Did a thing. I can't lie. I need to see you start doing that in years to come with a couple of these young players. It's a free kick here with Liverpool. Tsimikas, brother. Okay, is it going to end up being a corner? Spurs haven't quite cleared that. Yeah, now they have. Pedro Pure, that was poor from him. Now, Gibbs was just basic, man. Gallas is the worst. Gallas is the worst footballer. I will always slander you. Because as rubbish as these players are, yeah, and I never wanted to see them play. I never had to question their commitment. I saw my captain laying on the halfway line and doing all that mercenary stuff. Gallas, the worst footballer that's ever played for this club. Shamelessly, if I somehow find him one day and he wants to come on the channel, I'll lie to him and say you was one of my heroes. But yeah, horrible, man. Wearing the number 10, acting like a twat, permed hair, permed Mohican, wearing our number 10 and captaining us. And I think I never liked you because Ashley Cole is one of my favorite players anyways, and that you was involved in the deal. 11 minutes of added on time. Permed Mohican, but come on, man. That just sounds like someone that's bad vibes. The Gallas of Chelsea, quality. R1, shit. Gave him the 10. I love Arsene Wenger, but let's be honest, man. Emirates era Wenger, I don't know what you were smoking. You used to do some crazy things, bro. I clocked it. Out of everything, do you know when I clocked he lost it? When he was telling us that I knew about Kante since he was 13, 14. I said, come on, Wenger, man. Come on, Wenger, man. You look, no, I was Wenger to the end, man. Like, Can't lie, Arsenal. And another thing, to go back to thinking mad, yeah, I have to be honest. I was thinking, why can't Cesc Fabregas come manage our club? I'm not watching what he's doing at where is it, Como? He's clearly rubbed. But just because of the fact that I know you're gonna play ball, as much as I've got time for Arteta, Kulusevski got shown gym by Conor Bradley. Some of you won't know what I'm talking about. Some of you will know what I'm referring to. If you know, you know. Fundamentally, Arteta was a Rebo. He was a Rebo. Rebos will always be a Rebo. He's doing Rebo things because he is a Rebo. Fundamentally, that's him at the core. Arteta, you come through La Masia, bro, and you're playing this level of football. And when you play this level of football, like, you have to win trophies to justify the ugliness. I just want balance. I love certain aspects about it, but it's lifeless, it's robotic, it's predictable. In fact, yeah, somebody, let me find that comment, people. Somebody commented something like on one of my videos, and I think they articulated this point fantastically well, if I'm brutally honest with you. Where is it, man? Let me find it. If you're new here, hit the subscription button. Where is it, man? I'm going down a rabbit hole, man. We're not missing anything with this game. It was something about Arteta's taking the initiative out of our players and we're robotic, but it was articulated in such a great way. Big up whoever commented that, man. If I'm honest, Liverpool could be in here. No, they can't with Cody Gakpo doing that. And even the away, I can't find it, but away from everything here, go and look at Newcastle's goals. Gordon is expecting Raya to make that mistake. When do you see our wingers, yeah, expecting the keeper to fumble it? That's a mentality thing from the players and the manager. Smelling blood. Go and watch their second goal. Isaac, it's lovely. There's so many talking points around why we need to get tired to Isaac, who's not following the runners, the save, etc. But go and watch Isaac and go and look at that far left-hand side. Timber could have done better as well. Go and look at that far left-hand side. It's long, man. Attempted switch of play here from Liverpool. It's actually got there to Gakpo. Cody Gakpo up against Pedro Puro. Puts the burners on. Poor pass from him. It's here with Salah. Salah, don't know why he didn't shoot. He's got under it. It's over the bar. Cesc, I think, would do some attractive football. Vieira would be good. I'm not going to lie, big up Vieira, but you've shown me your rubby, bro. Vieira, your rubby. Henry, your rubby. As managers, rubby. It's crazy that Arteta grew up with Xavi and Iniesta. So madness, man. So I need to go manage everything and that, man. They'll love you for certain things you did. Speaks loud. The state of the club is there's actually nothing positive at the club bar MLS and Ethan, and obviously Saka and the set piece coach generally. That's about it. We make some bloody good merch. You've seen all the clothing lines we've got. It's sick. Nah, big up Patty, man. Big up Patty, but come on, man. Patrick Vieira, come on, he's rubbed, man. He's rubbed. We're rooted. All our stocks are in Vincent Company, and it was looking dark at Bayern Munich. It was looking dark. Henry, he's clocked, man. The CBS thing is you. Henry's a rubbed manager. Brendan Johnson's shot was blocked. It's always weird how, like, obviously some good footballers end up being good managers, but the vast majority of footballers that were household names and great, they always end up being shit managers, and the Rebos end up being good. Oh, Cody Gakpo. Spence has done the right thing. Elite dark arts to pull Saturdays. Force Gakpo to go on his J's. Gakpo's done well to at least get the shot off, but yeah, Leicester's keeper's terrible. He's never letting it in from there. First of all, when we have athletic monsters like Gabriel, Saliba, and Rice in front of goal, why is Saka being made to 60-yard back? I like I think we have to defend and our wingers have to defend, but I'm with you in that Salah doesn't really defend for Liverpool, but he puts his fair shift in. But many of the times they just leave him up there. They distribute his defensive responsibility elsewhere, and I do want that at Arsenal. Because ultimately, you want your attackers in positions they're going to threaten. I know Martinelli didn't score, yeah. But the build up to the chance where he hit the post, how many? We haven't had them kind of opportunities or sprung on the break like that. Probably since 2022-23 on a consistent basis. It's here with Solanke. He's got Endo and Bradley on him. Oh, I don't know what Solanke was doing here. See what happens when you watch cartoons and anime. You forget how to play football. That's therefore ruffled a few feathers in the chat. Yeah, Arteta smoking something mad. The lit ballers are dead managers. They end up being rubbed. Rooney's rubbed. You get a couple that were good. Zidane and that. Carrick's doing okay. But the majority of the good managers, they were shit players. Or some of them weren't. I don't think Zidane is a good manager. He just inherited the greatest team of all time. I hear that, but like, my man won numerous Champions Leagues, man. Like, I hear it, but you have to rate his thing, man. It's not a fluke. If he did it once and caught, great. Midfielders slash DMs make the best managers. Do you know what? That's actually one to do research on. I wonder where it'd be. It's clearly not strikers. Look at Rooney and Henry. Them man can't manage. Them man defo can't manage. It's the same theme with Rooney. Rooney gets a job in the lower leagues. They rub out. He gets seen in Travel Lodge with some birds and that. He leaves. Madman. Absolute madman. Shout out Wazza, man. Rashford cooking in Italy, DG. Yeah, he will. He will. There's a lot of attackers that I would take from Italy, yeah. And I'm not hating on the Italian league because Fabio Capello says this. There's something with the level of defending. When you deep it, half of these players that look past it, young and old, they go over there, they have great goal scoring seasons. Trust Rashford will bag over there. He'll bag over there. I hope he does well out there because boy, it could go very left for the random. What could be said in the crowds and whatnot. Cody Gakpo down the left hand side goes for the shot. Horrible, man. Come on, Cody, man. This game is cheeks. Italy is not PMP, it's more tactical. Rashford might do well. Rashford just copy. If you go AC Milan, just copy everything you see Rafael do. If you go AC Milan, Rafael's off the left. So where are you gonna play? They're going to play him up front or off the right. He has also been linked with Dortmund as well. To be fair, it's for the best, man. Rashford, go abroad, man. You could be shameless and go Liga. Need to make Omri DOF. He can bring all them French under 21 talents to the carpet. Just chat to Omri and make him do that. Omri, I just want you to be mandem in the stadium. You can't have any official sporting director coaching. Love Henry, but dead. Unless you're going to take the strikers and do one-to-one practice, you got to look beyond what Henry was to us as a player, man. He's scary. Look at Roy Keane as well. Just to go, we can't throw Vieira under a bridge and not Roy Keane. Rugby manager. I genuinely think it's because the Henrys, the Roy Keanes, all of these guys, like they're quality players, and I genuinely think. They think because they can, I can imagine Roy Keane and Henry, because they can do certain things in a drill, they're giving a demonstration, getting absolutely peed off with their team because they're not doing it like them. Jed Spence, Pedro Puro. Yeah, there's been nothing to really scream and shout about today, people, man. You lot have been in top form as you always are, but yeah, the game is meaty, man. The game is meaty. Anfield, it could get long for Liverpool. Kulusevski, Spence, Galloping. I feel sorry for Spence because he's charging forward. He only got Son to his left. He's killed Son with that pass. Son Heung-min delivers. Ergval gets his head to it. Yeah. Horrible. Italian league is a lot more slower. Point is, I think Henry at Arsenal could do what Zidane did at Madrid if the team is good enough. I don't know, man, because Zidane looks like he could actually talk. Wenger was a centre-back. Someone said when we got pammed 4-1 City, Arteta said it's now about losing rather than risking it to win. I just think Arteta's got caught in two minds, man. You've gone over defensive. Like, I don't see how we're trying to win football matches, as dumb as that sounds, because we don't create nothing. Jota, I know you got a goal for me, but there's not enough support. That's been a theme. When both teams are flown forward, there's not enough supporting bodies. How Jota's been able to find Salah is damning on Spurs. Salah found Curtis Jones. Cody Gakpo. Come on, fake shot that, man. It's falling here to Curtis Jones. This poor defending from Spurs. Curtis Jones. Tsimikas. No one's in the ball. Hey, where's Darwin Núñez, man? You're the guy for these cup games. You're chaotic. McAllister and Jones play a neat one too. It's very Arsenal-like. It's very neat, but there's no killer blow. Liverpool still have the ball. Conor Bradley. You think Arteta is going down the Ten Hag route in his presses? Not quite, because I think these things are being taken out of context. But yeah, Tsimikas' ball. Who is there? This is where you need Darwin Noodles. He's overthinking it. Rookie mistakes in year 5. Exactly. Don't get twisted. At this moment, I think you have to overthink it because we got no one fit. But I just think you're just not doing. You've done the complex stuff, and football is a complex game. But sometimes it's so simple. I think you've done all the complex stuff. Now in the final third, I think you need to have a bit more freedom and be a bit more simple and not overthink. And you're not doing that. Teams are clocking the set pieces. They're clocking the side to sides. If everyone's fit, they're clocking the whole team. Mark Saka, half your job's done. Basuma needs to be careful. He's on a yellow. Curtis Jones has nicked it back. I don't know why Spurs are complaining about a foul there. Cody Gakpo, Jota tries to get the shot away. I'm not quite sure what Spurs are doing here. Thought Pedro Puro was fouled either way. It's here. Kai Rooney or Ronaldo Jr. You know what? I'm going to say Kai Rooney. I just think Ronaldo's son's going to be rubbish. Mikel needs to borrow one of Wenger's attacking books. He's a rebuild, though. If a new manager comes in and people expected the team to be rebuilt again, or must the new man make do with 3 recruits in the current crop? You have to give him the luxury to rebuild, but it is what it is. That's the end of the first half, folks. Nothing to scream and shout about. The thing is, Pep and Klopp also complained about the AFL Cup football. It's always going to be magnified when it's Arsenal. I don't think Arteta, I don't want to hear it, especially when we lose. And I think he should have just left it. But you know, everything at Arsenal's magnified. Then I don't think Arteta should answer the question. I think Arteta's smart enough to Klopp, right? I don't think he cares, but right, like they're going to, whether they've asked me the question or not, I'm talking about the football when we've got battered 2-0 here. DG, I have a feeling United will knock us out. It's a painful thought I don't want to feel. The way we're moving, anything can happen, but not to United, man. They won't shut up about it. They owe the victory at the Emirates as well. God forbid. Ronaldo would never be a manager, for instance. He would demand his team adopt his fitness regime. Saliba and Saka are worth big money. If a new manager comes in and says he can rebuild the team if they are sold to provide funds, are people still on board? Forget that. We're not Liverpool selling, what's his name? Coutinho. We will not do what we need to do. And as usual, halftime cramps. Keep your thoughts coming. I must admit, yeah, every day I've woken up and after I pray and stretch and thank the Lord that I've woken up and look at my planner for the day and I sit down at my desk to think about what I'm going to talk about with you lot, I have hope that when I'm scouring Twitter or Google, David Ornstein is saying, wow, Nico Williams is in London, he's signed for Arsenal, it's mad. It's not happening, is it? As I always say, the dream is free. The hustle is sold separately, man. I don't know even if we sign a player, still Pete. But if we don't have another body or bodies arrive at this football club, you speak. And they've shot themselves in the foot because you can get loans from abroad, but you can't get no loans from the Prem, and you've already done that unless there's some tweaking. Just splash the cash, man. Just splash the cash, man. Just put down the bread for Kudus. Put down the bread for Nico Williams. Give them a decision to make, whether they want to move or not. And if they don't want to move, fuck off and find another one. And then another one. And then another one. There's no players on the market. Who are we going to sign? Really? Really? Even though I can't name a million players, really? Are we that good? Are we Arsenal Invincibles? Are we Chelsea with Jogba in that? Are we Man United when they had Berbatov and Tevez and the list goes, Rooney, Ronaldo, the list goes on? Are we the prime Pep sides? Are we the prime Barca sides? For not them sides, you can definitely find someone. There's no attacking players that can at least fill this bench. For real. There's no striker that can do better than the 2 chances we saw from Martinelli and Kai Havertz. I hear that, man. I really hear that. It makes bare sense. It's one of them things. The more times you say it, the more sane it sounds. Unfortunately, at Arsenal, I feel like there's too many. We're having to explain too many narratives and contexts, and unfortunately, the winners win and the losers explain. There's always bare reasons as to why we're not where we need to be, and then there's bare optimism for the next season. Arsenal tax been going, no excuse. DG, let's be real, we're bringing in no one. All it takes is Saka is going to be back sooner rather than later. This one's going to be back. We know how it gets. We're not going to buy anyone because there's no one on the market. There's no value for money. Arteta's got faith in his squad. The Saka, Ethan, all them guys that are injured, they're going to be back ahead of schedule. We know how it goes, man. Big up my guy, Tom Canton. Make sure you're subscribing. That's my guy. One of the good guys in this YouTube community. Tom Canton said in his... Apologies. Tom Canton said in his stream this morning, DG, that initially Arteta mentioned the ball first, then another reporter and the end asked him it further, explained by what he meant by the ball. Well, them journalists got the clips in it. That's where Arteta don't give them man there the clips, man. Big up Tom for that. That's why I'm not worried about our future players valued at 1.16 billion. I hear that, but I just as much as we like to talk about the isms and schisms and all those other things, Bro, we're football fans to a degree. How much the club's got to spend, contracts, this one, that one, squad building, it's irrelevant, bro. We should be so naively focused on the season. Can we win the Prem? Can we win the League Cup? Can we win the Champs? And I'd love to get back to that. Vince said we need more heroes. Too many men trying to play we need more villains. Too many men trying to play hero. We ain't got enough evil youths in the team. Saka's becoming evil. I can't believe my son is starting to fight. Kai, for all his criticisms, is a bit of a bastard. Ben White, Gabriel, Saliba's a nice one with it. But other than that, it's just bare good youths, man. The manager's a good youth. Arsene Wenger was a gentleman, but at least he finally had enough. He pushed Jose Mourinho. Jose was a villain. Ferguson was a bully. Klopp used to abuse the touchline and all these things. Pep's a mad boy. You wouldn't want to be in it. Pep is just scary, deranged from a footballing point of view. The only thing Kai's a master of, it seems to be a jack of all other trades. I think the overreaction to the defeat has been well over the top. We've been unbeaten for months now since the Inter game. Let's give the manager and players time to fix this. Nothing is decided yet. Nothing is decided yet. They have time to fix it, but we can critique everything. And you're all right. One loss at home in 2024, first loss in 13. You could argue that they're dying by the high standards they've set. But I do think that would be a bit disingenuous because speaking for myself and you lot on this platform, a lot of the issues we faced at Arsenal, we've been consistently speaking about them since August. So, I mean, reality is the players and the manager, the season's in January. Whether I think it's over or not, you have to fix it. You have to fix it. It's not quite been the Liverpool Spurs game most neutrals would be expecting. If you haven't smashed the like button, please make sure you're doing such. If you're on Spotify, again, I've had to make a new podcast RSS, so I appreciate you lot following. Link's been popped. Sunday, we're watching Arsenal Man United as well, for people. Do you think Arteta improved the players to where they are valued as the third most expensive squad, or he made regress this season? This season specifically, he has been regressive. It has been. The 2 years prior, there's been progress. Maybe not to the standard, and there's been quite critiques and praises, but there's no way around it. This season has been regression, and we're still second. We've still got one loss in 13 games. Still only lost at home in April in 2024. That's why I'm so angry, because we're actually decent. For all the criticism, we're actually there. We're actually decent, but we're shooting ourselves in the foot again. This season's been nothing but regression, bro. Like last season, we didn't necessarily like the football, but we were happy that we're getting clean sheets. We're doing stuff from set pieces, low blocks, stinking out the gaff. Season before, the football was good. The second halves weren't, but the football was good generally. This season, no one's happy. We take the results and keep it moving. 1-2 individuals, the young players, Lewis Skelly and Ethan coming up, not happy about nothing, really. From a tactical point of view, what's that? We've continued being decent at set pieces, but we've fallen off a cliff, whole team defensively. We're letting a lot of cheap goals in. We're not at our free-flowing best. There's more questions than answers in the midfield. We speak every day about the squad depth that hasn't improved. There's not too many players you feel are playing well this season, if I'm honest. Like, who would you actually say is, obviously form fluctuates and all of that kind of jazz, but who would you say at Arsenal's actually played well for the majority of the season? Saka, obviously. I'll be real, Raya's looked shaky in the last 2 games, but Raya's been good. Saliba and Gabriel typically have done their thing. Lewis Skelly's made a name for himself. Ethan's made a name for himself. Timber's done okay. Ben White, before the injury's done okay. I wouldn't say Kai Havertz has been playing well, but statistically and whatever, you've pulled your weight a lot more than some of your teammates, but I'm forcing you into that. Martinelli's defo not played well. Jesus, better games in recent, but defo ain't played well. Trossard's been rubbish since the start of the season, let's be honest. Big him up for the Villa game. Calafiori, I think you've done okay, but yeah, there's still some criticisms there. Kivio, in the minutes you've played, you've done okay, but against Fulham got savage, so it's more of the same. Sterling, nothing to scream and shout about. To be fair, you ain't had an opportunity. We don't even know if Neto can catch a ball because he hasn't played, and I'm not criticizing that. Odegaard's been at mixed bags. Rice has been mixed. Partey's been good. Big up Partey. Throw him into that. Partey's been. I'd put Partey into that. He's been good this year. Fair play. Forgot about you. Mainly even and more time. It's the key players. We're having these conversations around key experienced man. You know, I don't think Rice necessarily, but for you lot, Rice, captain Martin Odegaard, Zinchenko, obviously you're not trying to play him. Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, Martinelli's played over 200 times for this Premier League club now. Too many unanswered questions. So this is what I said in the summer. We have enough to be part of this challenging thing, having conversations week in, week out. Oh, if Liverpool drop points, what can we do? We have enough to get to a semi-final and not get embarrassed in the champs, and we don't win anything, but we're around. If we want to get over the line, these many questions I have, I have to have answers. I need to know who's getting the goals. I need to know who's going to make the difference if Saka isn't there or if he's having a bad game. I need to know if we can still win at our worst. I need to know we've got depth. I need to know someone's getting 20-odd goals. I need to know that we're going to defend to get X amount of clean sheets. I need to know the manager can tweak things when need be and find solutions to long-term problems, both internally at the football club and how other teams deploy certain tactics. I haven't got the answers for these things. Apparently, Arsenal won't be active in the transfer market by David. Has he tweeted that now, David Ornstein? Because, I mean, tomorrow I'll be live at 6 p.m. with Jess. She knows Arsenal. For United fans, I'm doing a preview. It won't be live, but I'm doing a preview with Rico Squeeze. Obviously, if there's any Arsenal talking points or dependent on Mikel Arteta's press conference, I'll do my own live, but that will make content. Where did he say that? Well, if they won't be active, our team won't be active from now till May. We'll win some games. We'll wing it. We'll keep doing what we're doing. Wait, if you're a Man United fan, apparently, wait, let me see. Aston Villa are only prepared to pay half of Rashford's wages during any potential loan. Fair, makes sense. Why would you want to take the whole financial burden? If you're United, naturally you want to do that, but it don't make no sense. Oh, hey, Bentacore. I hope he's. I didn't even clock that. That's the incident that. Get well soon, Bentacle. And you're seeing the PR coming out, man. Oh, and Buemo in the summer. This one in the summer. Big up the summer. Do things in the summer, but idiot thing. Podcast won't be one of the most active participants in the transfer market. Well, obviously that fills you with pessimism because we all can agree we need to act in the market, right? But also, yeah, if it was up to me, in an ideal world, I'll get a number 8. I'll get a winger. I'll get a striker. We need bodies, but we need one as a minimum requirement in it. So us not necessarily being the most active, is he talking about the number of players that walk through the door? So City are looking to sign Marmoush, but we're sitting on our hands. Apparently, Trossard rejected a new deal. I see them things there as well. Naturally, that's typically the case, though. Man reject the first offer that's given. Typically, like in business, you don't accept the first offer, so that's natural. But even the Trossard new deal, I'm not saying he shouldn't get a new deal, but really, when's his contract up? It makes sense, 2026. Update, Bentacore, conscious and talking on way to A&E. That's great stuff, man. There's a stupid narrative to speak about one loss in 13. The ultimate aim is to win trophies. We dropped points in 2 matches in the second half of last season. What trophy did we win? And that's what I mean by people being disingenuous, because we haven't lost at home since 2024. Since April 2024. We got 1 loss in 13. But of the 20 odd games we've played in the Prem, we've dropped points in 9 of those from winning positions. This is what I mean by Arsenal's a mixed bag. Like, there's some positives, there's some negatives. Depending on where you fall and what sort of narrative you're trying to spin, you're going to act like everyone's overreacting and I understand more football than everyone. Some people are going to do the negative thing where there's legit concerns in what they're saying, but then they're going over the edge. And it's more than anything, it's the performance. As I said before to myself, I haven't enjoyed, the only games that I've said, and again, you're naturally going to say this, right? The only games that I thought, you know what, fair play. I think second half, and all things considered, against Manchester City away from home. I think PSG at the Emirates. Apart from that, and there might be 1-2 more games there, people. But apart from that, I haven't always been happy. And don't get twisted, across a 38-game period, you're not going to be. But got away with it against Villa. Spurs as well, sorry. Yeah, we did what we needed to do. Aston Villa away, got away with 1. Brighton at home, we should have killed the game before the man got sent off. Liverpool, cool. Drawing to Liverpool's never the worst of things, but dropping point. Several games we dropped points from winning positions. Big up us for beating Man United as well, but it's the same old, man. And it just, to a degree, this is what I mean by I love the club, and clearly I do. Like, we all love the club, but I'm sitting here waffling about Arsenal week in, week out, day in, day out, and big up you lot for supporting. But it's literally just a supporting thing. I treat it like Sunday League. Like, all of us in this chat, we've all got little boys that, our sons, they play for the same team. We're just there supporting. If they win, innit? And that's what sucks. Because you actually had a bit of hope as an Arsenal fan. Not necessarily this season. I'm talking about the first title challenge to this point. We're actually moving all right. There's something to be optimistic about. There's some sort of light at the end of the tunnel. And if you're Saka and Saliba, whose contracts need to be sorted, are you in a rush to sign it? Ethan, Lewis Skelly, even Trossard, don't worry about these, man. Saliba, like, no one can cry if you bust out to Madrid. You're gonna, even if we won the Premier Champs this season, it's levels, it happens. But boy, complacency at all aspects as a club, man. There's a very thin line between complacency and stagnation. End of the day, Arteta's not gonna get sacked. I wouldn't, even if I was gonna sack him, it'd be at the end of the season. It wouldn't be now. You don't have to get your act together. Those that are in charge of recruitment, pull your finger out, man. I refuse to believe, and again, I haven't got the names, but I refuse to believe you can sit here, like, I would, not that they ever would, but they could never sit here in my face and tell me that we tried. Well, you could, because I could accept that, but there's no one on the market. Whether it's just because something's difficult, don't mean it's impossible. Like, I think it's impossible to sign Isaac, but it's not impossible if you put down the money. More realistic, but impossible. Kudus, Mbuemo, Cunha, these kind of ones, get it done. Arteta introduced us to a vibe he couldn't maintain. Yeah, he lied to me. Bro, hopefully we sign someone before the second Newcastle game. When you think about it, we have a lot of deadwood in this club, and Havertz is a major blocker, mad wages. The thing is, Havertz is a problem, but I wouldn't include Havertz as deadwood. Because worst comes to worst, whether I agree with it or not, you're a squad player. Deadwood to me would be Sterling on paper, Neto on paper. Let's be real. I know his form is turned. Jesus, Zinchenko. For me, Kivior. Pardon me, a decision has to be, I wouldn't say the deadwood, but Jorginho and Partey. The ref's getting into a bit of verbal with McAllister. I'm not overhyped by this team. In 07-08 with a young team with Van Persie, Nasri, Firmini, Fabregas, Wilshere, we finished third on 83 points, 2 points behind the winners. Been here before, man. To be fair, if we got Osman on loan instead of Sterling, we'd have been much better. You say that, but then you saw Arteta play Havertz right wing yesterday. That was mad, you know. That is one of the most times I've been peed off with him, you know. Martinelli's flirting with Deadwood. For me, he is squad player, nothing more, but you're looking like Deadwood. Age might save you. To sign big players like Leao, Osimhen, Cavo, you have to disrupt the market and move mad. You have to come with serious bread, forget about a good deal. This is it. Solanke's done very well. Brennan Johnson. I mean, Brennan Johnson up against Van Dijk. Has he skipped past Van Dijk? Me, if you see, you got shook. Battle of the Lightskins, he got shook. He got shook. Van Dijk's aura came to play a part. Give Trossard more than 1 year deal. Probably a 2 year or maybe a one with an extension. I mean, he's contracted until 2026. Trossard, for me, obviously, with the exception of them Saudi offers, because you've got a decision to make on a 30-year-old, you know, like, if they offer something decent, Trossard has got a price. But for me, Trossard, I'm keeping him. Like, you're just on the bench, like squad player rotation, like where you should be. Trossard's probably played more games than Arteta would have played him, owing to the injuries. When we play well and drop points, the fans will still overreact. None of the teams this season have been flawless. Maybe Liverpool. Just look at context, injury, fixture schedules, all matter. They all matter, but then all that matters for all of that is everyone's got to play everyone twice, and it's where you finish in May, innit? And right now, we're not in the where we need to do. Arsenal can pull up all the sort of dumb records, best team in 2024, these dances. We don't need to be the best team in 2024. We need to be the best team from August till May. As a Spurs fan, I stumbled across you and you talk a lot of sense, mate. Like your comment on Bentacle. Thank you. Appreciate that. You ain't got to thank me for being a good human being. Good for you. You know how to pick content creators, man. Not quite football clubs, but big up yourself, man. Even the ops rate me. Word to CB. Mamush would be ideal. His finish against Bayern was what we've been missing. I can't. My heart can't do it, man. Marmoush, Kudus, Nico Williams, Lookman, this one, that one. They're all lit. I'm more than happy to talk about it. But I need to see man holding scarves, sitting there saying, "Yeah, I grew up watching Thierry Henry and whatnot." Even though as turning 30 this year, I'm getting to that age now where we're gonna sign players. One day we're gonna sign players, and players are gonna sit there and say, "I watched Henry and them man growing up, and you defo didn't because the age ain't making sense." Marino needs to start doing something. But then for me, you're right. But then Marino, Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, the guys that we're trying to look to, we know in our heart they're not going to do what we need them to do. So I'm more looking at who's assembled this thing. Havertz, Jesus, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Martinelli all need to bounce. I'll allow Tross up because I feel like Arteta is giving him weird instructions, restricting his football. To be fair, Jorginho, you did well yesterday. Our current team is too soft. Too many players in the squad who have got too comfortable. I'd like us to take the pragmatic stuff down a couple notches and return the source. And that's all I want, balance. Keep doing that. But just marry it with something else. If we could marry the 2022-23 attacking play with not this season, for me, last season, the defensive aspects, the low blocks, all that kind of stuff, and just sign some quality, Bob's your uncle. Mohamed Salah surely Gakpo's offside. Doesn't matter. He doesn't connect with the header. Neto loan is one of the most blatant examples of money laundering. I'll be real, yeah? I think the Neto one, and this is going to sound like it don't make sense. I think the Neto deal was to save face. And that's, I think Edu flunked a lot of stuff, but I think that one, Edu had to pull a rabbit out the hat, and to a degree with Sterling with all the incompetence, because everyone's fucked it. You know, we're chasing Dan Bentley, then we're chasing this one, then Ramsdale's going, then he's not. Then we're trying to get this Garcia lad, it's not banging. So now we just have to sign the keeper. Only we would sign a keeper that's not even eligible to play in the one competition where that's where your minutes were going to be. And even that, if we were working with limited funds, as good as this Garcia lad at Espanyol could be, why was Mikel Arteta prepared to, or the club prepared to commit his release clause of 20, 30 million or in and around, because they didn't activate it, for a goalie again without addressing other areas? And even that, he's starting to play first team football for Espanyol. He's won the Olympics with Spain. He's in his early 20s. You never know with Mikel Arteta and goalies because he does swap them. But how long would my man want to be second choice goalie? Saying that, Spurs are playing a 21-year-old goalie now. Imagine when Vicario's fit, it's levels. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, Brennan Johnson, that touch was horrible. And I don't know how Postecoglou's appealing for the foul. How did Brennan Johnson get fouled there? Hit the like button if you haven't. G1. Oh, he's back. Them man, they're back. Who's that again? You need to say good evening. You're not here all the time. You need to say good evening. Wipe your feet at the door, blood. Don't try and slide back in like you've been here for time. You've been missing. You've been checking them other YouTubers. See, when Arsenal lose, you want to come back. If you weren't my guy, you'd lose that mod, you know. You'd lose that spanner next to your name. Let me even mad. Asafa Powell has won more individual races than Bolt, but Bolt has more Olympic and world champs medals. Who would you consider the best? Sport is about trophies and medals. Seeing some reports we're in for Gittins. I'd love Gittins, but again, Dortmund, bread. He's having a standout seat. Bread. All I want to know is bread, like money. Show me the money. Put the money down. I'm at the point now. Listen, I make content for a living. Big up you lot for supporting. Let's get to thingy, people. Let's get to 70K. I'm more than happy to talk about these transfer rumors, but in our hearts, we know it's was. Put down the money, we can have a conversation. If there's no bread, it's dead. The market's difficult. Make it happen. It's not impossible. At some point, we didn't get Caicedo, Vlahovic, or Modric, but you was prepared to put the money down. Unfortunately, Arsenal every game injury this season. Sorry for my English. Don't be sorry for your English. You know, anyone that can speak more than one language, that's amazing, Natalie. And you've done well. We could all gather what you're saying here. We have been unlucky with injuries, but at the end of the day, we make our own luck. And excluding last season, every Arsenal fan, young and old, you know the injury thing happens. It's still 0-0, people. Arsenal on a window shopper thing this window. True. And it's bad. But if we ain't got the money, put it on the credit card, man. Put it on the credit. Just put it on the credit card. Just put it on the credit card, please. Just put it on the credit card, man. Put it on the credit card or do the scumbag thing. Tell Gal you love them so you can use their card. Just do something, man. Cronky, come on, man. Come on, man. Them man, their own art, not Argos, Asda in that. And you ain't got some peas. Come on, man. Josh, come on. Chat to your dad. Get that allowance. Come on, man. We're moving, man. We're moving. I'll be real as well. As I said, I checked out after the end of the summer window, but I'll be real. Do you know when I honestly, because low key, I was optimistic. Low key, as a fan, you're hoping that this is the year, third time lucky. We're there now, happy. I checked out when Saka got injured. I was like, yeah, safe. Okay, cool. You know how many games we scumbag because of Saka taking corners and scoring goals and that? So madness. Goldie Gakpo finds Mohamed Salah. Salah, you don't care about the League Cup, man. Because if this was Prem, you would have at least a goal and an assist. Liverpool, you're showing me you don't care about this cup. Hey, can't be saying don't try slide back in like that, bro. Why? I kid. I why? You're even mad. Hey. Pause. VAR, yellow card. You're a sick man. I can't lie. I have to flip it on you because you said that I got nothing else. How did you take what I said and even thought about that? What's on your mind? It said that thing. Oh man, that reminds me of the other day. Pause on all of this innocently, just trying to comment about football with you lot. There was a clash. I was like, yeah, two men have came together. Pause. You lot were like, hey, yo, fucking hell, man. This pause stuff is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, man. You know what? Better yet, where's the pen and paper, man? I'm gonna write pause on a piece of paper and put it in my wallet, man. I got a pause card. I'm not involved in none of this no more. My handwriting's dead. You lot will boy me for if I'm not even gonna show you. I'm not confident. There we go. Yeah, don't boy me for my handwriting. We live in a thank the Lord. Spurs didn't hit the target. Thank the Lord. Pedro Porro should have put them a goal ahead. Where's my wallet? When I find my wallet, this is my pause card. I don't need to say pause no more. I'm changing the game. It's ridiculous. Especially when you're talking about football as well. Come on, man. Come on. Like, I could get drawn now. If I say as a fullback needs to get tighter to their man, you're not going to be silly. Pause. Nah, I feel for Havertz. Like I said yesterday. You're right. I feel sorry for Havertz. You're a limited player. I don't rate you like that. But you're doing the graveyard shift. Like, you shouldn't have been bought anyways. And to be fair, Havertz, you have turned up and do turn up a lot more than man I actually rate and want to see in good form. Can see what that means to Postecoglou. I'm not gonna lie, this ain't the best case study for the new Spurs keeper, but pardon me, not that the ball wasn't on the floor with Foster and that. He looks all right. Yeah, pause card, man. Remember this. You saw this. I'm the first guy to come with a pause card. Same one that coined the phrase corner boys. Yeah? Innovative settings. That's going in the wallet. I'm tired of it now, man. There are at least 3 whole weeks left of this transfer window. Listen, alhamdulillah, inshallah, all of that, man. Like, all of that we signed someone in it, but I'm not putting my heart. I can't put. There'll be a day I can put my heart through all of this and believe that if Arsenal's in a situation like this, yeah, we're gonna sign someone, or like, yeah, we're gonna win the league in August. It's not today. I can't put my heart through it because I on one hand I think surely you gotta sign someone. You can't be that silly not to sign someone. But at the same time, I've seen it before. It's a toxic relationship, man. Every time you show me different for a bit, I think you're gonna change. You're gonna treat man differently. You revert back to type. This is why women, if you're watching, you need to chat to Arsenal fans. You know how loyal we are. We've been watching this for years, getting beaten up for years. We're still out here. Shout me. Can't guarantee I'm on what they're on, but shout me. Yo, DG, go Alibaba and have some factory make postcards and start a little business. Could be lit. Darwin Noodles is coming on and someone else is coming on. It's actually a joke thing. City are behind you and are looking to strengthen. G1, I don't look at the league table. That's news to me. I don't know who's in front, who's behind. The wife, no one's behind me. But yeah, I just focused on my team working very hard, man. Like, just got to keep working, man. On paper, I know we've had some difficult results, but we're still in 4 competitions. I will never, ever talk reality about Arsenal with the opposition and rival fans and whatnot. It's not a safe space right now. Mohamed Salah has pumped it into McAllister. They've lost it. Liverpool not serious. They don't want to win this, man. Brennan Johnson, sorry, Son. Doesn't matter because Bradley said, give me that. It's banging live streams or content. We can't allow the toxic Wenger days to come back. We are way past that. I already think it's toxic because I think we're in a space now where people are horrible to Arteta beyond just positive criticisms or negative criticisms. And then people like Because as much as people are getting frustrated about Arsenal, you go to games, Arteta's got weird cult-like following, you know. Like Arteta could shit in his hands and clapping it and tell you it's food. Certain man will eat it. Certain man fancy Arteta, bro. Oh, he's changed my life. He's so handsome. There's always something. It already is that. Son is still on the floor. There's not been one player that I've seen us linked to that looks realistic right now joining the club. Let me tell you, bro, Arsenal are 2 points ahead of the mighty Man City. Man City, I swear, Man City are City, innit? I don't know where Arsenal are. I'll look in May. The only time I look at the league table is in August, where Arsenal are top before a game's played. I haven't seen the league table. I don't know what's going on. If City do that, City have unique qualities that no one else in the league has. Same way with Liverpool. Arne Slot is doing serious things. Unique qualities that no one in the Premier League can replicate. Their system is absolutely unique. Of course, I'm going to keep saying unique there times. Darwin Núñez is the man for today. You're going to bag. You're going to score a Bandulu goal. It's going to hit your knee and then hit you in your chin. Trent Alexander-Arnold is on. Luis Diaz. Arteta, come on, man. I know you're watching this game somewhere, Arteta. You see, please, you see what depth can do. I even forgot they had Luis Diaz. You see what depth can... And Liverpool fans probably ain't even happy with their depth. Football, man. Half an hour left, folks. To be fair, Spurs going to Anfield, it could get long. It could get... Oh, that's not a foul, ref. Come on. Solanke watching too much cartoons, man. Yes, I'm going to do anime slander at any given opportunity. Because it triggers some of you lot. Some of you lot are grown men watching cartoons and that, you know. You need to keep others. Alright. Oh, come on. That passing to Darwin is horrible and Darwin's crazy. Chiesa. Yeah, no, but that's the thing. Liverpool's form... I don't think it's making Liverpool fans forget, but it's making football fans forget. Bro, I'm not going to lie. FSG done a new manager dirty. Fair enough, they've got quality players and whatnot, but you gave a man a half-fit Chiesa, where no one was talking about Liverpool doing what they're doing now. My personal stance is I want to win with Arteta. Without Arteta, I'm good with either. I want to win with the manager, but I am not loyal to Mikel Arteta. Like, I like some of the things you're doing. I think you're fraudy in others. I think you make your own problem. I think some problems are not your fault. I think the vast majority of the problems we face at this current landscape are directly or indirectly your fault or your extended teams. I'm not at London Coley. I don't know if Arteta had a conversation with me and he said, look, DG, I was telling them, sign Isaac, do this, do that. They were telling me they're not on it. Or I told Eddie to pattern it. He was incompetent. I might say, you know what, cool, but I'm not privy to that. All I can do is take what you lot say at face value. When you say it's a collaborative thing, we're not happy, we're gonna press. We need to maximize every pause on the press. We need to maximize every transfer window. You say at the start and the end of 2024, again, the start and end of a year that we have one of the start and end of a year, making sure that thingies that we have one of the smallest squads. When I'm hearing you lot say these things, I'm hearing Saliba say we want to win trophies. I'm hearing Odegaard say, I'm hearing Saka say it. I'm hearing Arteta say it. I'm hearing the captain say it. When you're saying all these things and it's not correlating, I'm not trying to catch you out. It's because you've given me something to believe in. And because I want to win. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, you know what? A natural centre-back, that's a poor pass. Archie Gray's not. Darwin Núñez into the hands of the Spurs keeper. I can sense the Trent winner and shushing the crowd. I like Arteta, but I'm tapped out. Pause. Are you letting Arteta make you tap out? DG, that Arteta crapping in his hands comment has made me laugh for the first time since last night. Thanks for the therapy. Big up yourself, man. No, but it's true. I like Arteta, but like, no man in this earth is without fault. No one is without fault. We had a great manager in Arsene Wenger, and we could critique him. Respectfully to Arteta, who are you? What have you done in the game to not be that? And this Arteta criticized himself. Arteta says I want to win trophies, but I do think there's them weird Arsenal fans that allow him to do that. There's always some excuse. It's never we just played bad or the manager's got it wrong today. But then you flip it, we win games. It's always Arteta the first one to get praised. You can't have it both ways. You can't rate the man. For me, I rate Saka. So if Saka has a crap game, I'm going to ask questions. I rate Arteta. So if you're doing rubbish things, I'm going to ask questions. If I think you're shit, I'm not going to do that. Why do you think I never said anything bad about Eric Ten Hag? Just keep doing what you're doing, lad. That's a good bit of play from Archie Gray. He's found Kulusevski. Kulusevski, he's really only got Brendan Johnson. You should be playing for Arsenal as well. We should have signed you the year we missed out to Spurs on top 4, but we didn't. So, yeah. We are tired of the same ish and being conned, you lot are thick if you believe. DG salutes like 20 times each stream. As I should, because without you lot, this is dead. There's no platform. So big up you lot from around the world, wherever you lot are tuning in from, however many times you tune in. Make sure you're following on TikTok, on Spotify and all that. Without you lot, there's no DG Nation. And again, I let you lot down last year. I said we're going to get to 70K. We didn't do it. So we're going to get to it this year. It's get to 70K or die trying. Holding myself to the same standards. I'm asking my football club to get it. Bergval's put a half decent ball in. Trent's cleared it, I guess, to be fair, yes. Arteta needs to change things quickly. Worried about Sunday, relying on corners. I'm not going to lie. Saliba's looking low-key. I don't say it, but DG, the prez of the middle, never goes to the extremes unless it's for anime. His anime hate. I don't hate anime. It's just, you know, like, what's wrong with my anime? No, there's therefore times I sway towards the negative or the positive, but I try to look at everything. I try to have my own thoughts, then look at actually what I see, and then I listen to other people's thoughts because you might have picked up on something I've missed. Plenty of times I learn from you, like, you know, I have one thought, I'll be reading my comments, someone will say something, I'm like, oh, you know what, that actually makes sense. I don't believe in this hard line approach, and for me, where it comes to content, of course, you lot have seen me animated. You've seen me do everything but cry. I'm never going to be one of them, man. But my thing is, however you lot see me act, that's how I feel at that moment. That's how I am. And I like to think by now you lot see that. I'm not on display acting thing. I hear it. It's the belly of the beast. WWE, engagement, viewers, clickbait. People are engagement and algorithm whores at the end of the day in this game. I can't do that because I'm going to feel like a prick. Come on, Diaz. Diaz, please. Come on. Forget it. Spurs got the ball. You know, the one thing I rate with Emery, he told us there's no money. You can tell Arteta's BS. We have the most ambitious owners. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's a matter of time before the players that are playing good drop their level and start to look as rubbish as those that are moving mad. Pardon me, Michael Knight. Big up yourself, my dude, man. Hope you're doing well and safe, broski. Yo, Friday stream with Rant's going to be funny. Make sure you got ammo. To be fair, this is why I don't send too much. But you know I'm going to do the PR thing. You know I'm going to immediately mention one loss in 13. First loss at the Emirates since 2020, April 2024. Newcastle's first win at the Emirates since 2010, I believe. It's cool. What I would say, United fans, because you lot are the kings and queens of watching what other people are doing. Make sure you lot beat us, you know. Because Newcastle did what certain teams couldn't do. Arteta, please, bro. Not Man United. I want to win the FA Cup, but I don't care. I do care, but if you go out, you go out beyond this. Not to these, man, because these lot. Now, Rance is my guy, and you wouldn't want to get in a custom match with Rance or expressions. I know that much. Kulusevski, that's poor. Guys are saying since Arteta began pocketing 15 M's a year, he's been shielding the Cronkies. I'm not aware of that. I just look at the football. I'm not aware of that. I don't know how much anyone gets paid. If somebody wants to give me some P's, I might start peddling PR. I'm sure, you know, there's some channel that do that. Yellow card for Puro. Hit the light. No, we'll beat you, man. Mine or G1. I don't know what you're on about that. Why for that? You're talking about beating next man. You're called Man United. I don't know what's going on over there. We're all inclusive on this platform, but I don't know about any of that stuff. You think the Red Devils are going to beat Arsenal on a Sunday? God's watching, you know. It's peak for you lot. It's peak for you lot. It's peak for you lot. Like we didn't turn up with Kivior and Zinchenko and the Juvies then. Make sure Amad Diallo stands up to be counted. I love the guy, but agendas. Have you seen my son, Kobe Maino? Someone said show the pause card. If Slot loses it, will it be a bottle job? What, the Premier League? Yeah. If Liverpool don't win the Prem, which they are, we're asking questions. Don't not get it twisted. And Chelsea fans, don't think you lot are not involved in this title race because 2022, 23, the world forced Arsenal fans into the title race. We were saying we're not going to win it. Chelsea, you're involved. Anyone that's mathematically around us, you're on it. So if we bottle it, everyone's bottling it. We're taking everyone down with us. Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez. Yeah, man. It sounds mad, but I'm cool if Nico Williams is signed up and took a while to get going. I just want to see some ambition from the club. Sign brothers, man. Sign Donnies. No Saka, Trossard on the wing. Don't act like Trossard hasn't savaged you lot. Please. United, we have beaten you lot with Nuno Tavares and Eddie Nketiah showing out. Have manners. Have manners. Because you got a point at Anfield. Hey, United. United. You see, we need to bring these men back down to earth. United, you know. Look how they're speaking. Little draw against Liverpool and they're back, you know. I know they're sitting there like, oh, Arsenal have had 2 games this week. They've lost. There's injuries. They're depleted. There's sickness. Where this? Cool. Make sure Lenny Euro, Deluded, and these guys turn up. Make sure. Because I know my boys are not losing on Sunday. God, please. Spurs ball in the box hasn't amounted to anything. Trent's plucked it out the sky and looks to do a Hollywood pass. Darwin Núñez probably used all his brain cells to control that ball, but he still has it. Fan base losing their composure as usual when we lose. You know how Arsenal fans are. To get Amorim, who doesn't fit the United squad, was the club throwing the players under the bus for financial reasons to get in new players with lower wages? Real Madrid don't portray their own players. I'm not sure what you mean there. Seems like they wanted Amorim. Maino flirting with London Blues. I don't think he is, man. It's the normal contract nonsense. Oh, Chelsea are looking at him. He wants 200 odd grand a week. Seen it before, man. There's no reason for Kobe Maino not to want to sign a new deal. Like, the guy's playing for Man United. He's a key player. You got a new manager there now. He probably just wants to be paid, right? And if I'm Kobe Maino, England cap, you'd have to speak to a United fan, but one of the poster boys, homegrown, years in the tank. Realistically, if you're United, you're trying to get my man to sign a 4 or 5 year deal where he's getting inroads in the England squad. Oh, that's a fantastic block off the line by Draguzin, you know. Best bit of defending I've seen you do. It should be 1-0. Trent would have had a goal. Let's see that again. Yeah. Bad boy defending from Vuj. It's in. Or it would be in, obviously, if he didn't block it up and that. Big him up. But yeah, Kobe Maino just wants to get, like, bro, think about it, bro. These clubs don't care about you. Like, I'm not trying to boy Ahmad, yeah, but it looks like Ahmad, Romano said he signed the deal until 2030 plus an option of another year. Now, obviously, if Ahmad improves, he's going to get an improved deal. But, bro, you need to get your money, bro. These clubs don't care about you, fam. Get your money, bro. Think about it. If you're Man United, you're trying to get Maino to a 5-year deal on 100 grand a week. Oh, should get your P's, bro. Get your P's. These clubs, and that goes for all these players. Saka, all these guys. Get your bread. They don't care about you. Fans love to call these players money grabbers, but we don't love more money. I'd love more engagement and views. Smash the like button so we can do my thing. You lot would love more money. So what's wrong with the players? Get your bread, bro. Because at the end of the day, the club are obviously not going to do this to Kobe Maino, but football's the belly of the beast. One day they could turn around and say, you know what, Maino, you're not in the team. We're not trying. The manager don't want to move forward with you. We want to sell you. We want to do this and that. That's the reality. Or the reality is when Maino's 32, 31, and he wants a 3-year deal, and the club say, no, we want to give you a 1 year with an option of 1 and a testimonial. Well, go on then. Of course, you love the club and whatnot, but remember, the club don't love you. The fans don't love you as a human. Your parents do. You're there because you're a good. The same goes for Saka. I don't love Saka as a person. Obviously, I've come to you. He's our son and that, but I don't know him as a person. You're there. We love you because you're Bukayo Saka. You're doing your thing on the football pitch, and you happen to come from the academy. Get your bread, bro. Football career is short. That it's very short, and you never know. God forbid. But your leg can get broke. I even see, ironically, we're watching Spurs today. There was a guy called, I think, Jamie Bowen. When I actually used to go and watch Spurs' academy at their ground with an agent, baller, fucking fantastic baller, bro. Like, I don't know why it didn't work out at Spurs. You can't always take academy football and think they're going to do it in real life, but mustard. He's 23. He got an injury and he's retired. You see how you can rub out like that, bro? Get your bread, bro. These clubs don't care. And I'd rather, people say footballers get paid too much. And I guess there's rhetoric, but it's a reflection of society. And really, who out of everyone connected to football, who deserves the money? It's the footballers. If all of these footballers, the Spurs ones, the Liverpool ones, all of these guys in the league say we're all retiring in one go, there's no Premier League no more. And realistically, in extreme cases, like, I don't know, Rashford's getting like 300 grand a week, yeah, and Man United have messed it up. That's pennies on what the club is making, probably off his rights and what he is or has been, and just as a club. What business is paying you that wage if they're not making more off you in theory? Vuj is going forward here. The pass hasn't worked. Get your bread, man. If anyone proves that a football career is short, it's Jermaine Genius. Damn. Nah, Ahmad's not trash. I think United fans gas him up, but he's quality. He's a baller still. Pardon me. Timo Werner. Oh, Trent, you're getting blocked by Werner. Oh, God. Werner. He tried. You know what? For Werner hitting the side netting, that's a mad thing. What I analyze with Arteta is he actually has the best interest of the club at heart. I think Arteta's heart's in the right place. He's just going about it mad ways. Agent, get your bread as well, bro. Are you mad? You see, if I was the agent of Kobe Mainoo, Bukayo Saka, Ethan, Lewis, are you mad? I'm getting bread. Bread. You need to pay me. Get your bro. These clubs got bread, bro. Look at Arsenal. What we are as a brand. What? Think about it from a fucking, what do you call that? You know, like GDP, yeah? When you break down GDPs of countries, England is a service-led economy. It's a financial services, so like London, Canary Wharf and all that. I don't know where it would rank, but at some point, entertainment and specifically football clubs got to be somewhere. These football clubs bring peas into the economy, you know? And for all of these London clubs as well, yeah, I don't know I guess for Newcastle, Man United, Man City, Liverpool, all that stuff. But when you look at Spurs, boy, maybe Spurs, in it. In fact, no, Spurs from a stadium point of view, because they're doing NFL and all of that. Chelsea, Arsenal, all these London clubs, bro. Think about the peas they're bringing into these clubs. Get your money, man. Get your money. I might be tweaking, yeah, and I know it doesn't work for Arsenal, but Sky Sports has just panned to someone from Liverpool, and Vinay's there. I hear it. You got people in higher places, but Vinay is there. What are you there for, Vinay? Oh, Solanke's on side, you know. Oh, Spurs about to score. They have. He's there for one side. It's there for 1-0. It's there for 1-0. Solanke, anime boy. Liverpool rubbing out. Spurs deserve that. Unsuccessful hate along. As I said, Solanke's on side. You can see it. I'm not trying to spread agendas. I actually think it's Trent. Liverpool don't care about this cup, man. If this was the Prem, you would have lit these man up. We're just going to have to hope they do it at Anfield. Unsuccessful hate along. Credit to Solanke, who played that pass. It's a bad boy pass as well. That's horrible from Liverpool. You don't need to play like this in the Prem. Oh, nope. See, Trent's playing him on side. Slot don't care about this, man. You know Trent's playing man on side. Slot, safe, man. Unsuccessful hate along. DG, you want Liverpool to win. I don't mind Spurs winning this. Sadiq, if you weren't my guy, you would have got banned. I don't want Spurs to win anything. I'm not saying you, but every Arsenal fan that was twerking for Spurs to beat City last year should be banished. I don't care if Arsenal needs Spurs to win to stop Arsenal from getting relegated. We have to get relegated and go again. Forget that. These lot of the pagans. I think Solanke's definitely on side. He's going to get shanked. I hope he gets shanked because it's them man there, but come on, bro. He's not offside. Trent looking funny. These men can celebrate all they want. They go to Anfield in a month. Slot don't care about this, though. It's Spurs, DG, second leg. They're holding it. Relax. Arsenal versus Spurs final. Remember I said it. Kadeem, I hope you're right. You're moving mad, though. You acting like we didn't get slapped 2-0. We got shat on by the Magpies. Loud with that, man. Don't give me hope. What, Spurs getting offside? I mean, I don't think that's offside. But at the end of the day, I'm an Arsenal fan. Yeah! Haters, baby! VAR! That's a shame. I can't lie, Trent, if you're really going to go Real Madrid, you need to pattern up a bit defensively, you know, because the Real Madrid fans will run you out the club. See how they run out Bell? They run out man for less than that, you know. Pattern up. Of course, and Liverpool versus Spurs, any day of the week, I'd rather Liverpool win. These men are the Hey. Oh, is it counting? Let me not celebrate too tough and too rough. I don't know what's going on, man. It's just zooming in on the referee's forehead. Bare sweat. Hey, hasn't counted. Hey, see what happens when you watch anime? You don't stay on side. If you went to bed earlier and you came to training earlier and you worked on staying on side, you see, anime done. Successful anime slander. We're here. Hi, you Spurs wankers. Do you believe we will win 3-0 at St. James's Park? It's not what I believe. In life, you have to believe. You have to believe to the point of delusion. Do I believe we can win at St. James's Park? I don't know. Or maybe I do, maybe I don't. The job is to confuse you. No, on a serious note, we're not doing that. Bergval, you're asking a lot of Brennan Johnson. He's about to get clamped by Van Dijk. Van Dijk wins the header. Timikas is going to bottle it. What do I know? Timikas done well there. Man said Nokia 6230 settings. You know what? It's so sad that is not good. Not everyone's going to appreciate that. We need 2 goals, bro. Just take it to extra time and that. But it's a myth. We need Liverpool confidence to drop. And bro, Liverpool are not going to lose no confidence in this. Dead that, man. I hear all of that. Spurs losing, bro. I support Arsenal. Spurs need to lose. Forget that. Kanate is coming on. That obviously means Endo's going to move back into midfield naturally. Kanate is a good player, man. I remember when some of you in my early days on YouTube tried to fight me because I was saying Kanate was better than Upamecano. Upamecano is shit. Endo. Always forget this Don is at Liverpool, you know. I actually always forget he's there. Diaz. It's back here with Endo now, folks. Van Dijk. Kanate. Is Diaz offside? Flag has stayed down. Curtis Jones doing too much. Saw his name in lights. Should have passed it. Well, for a game that in the Premier League has a lot of high-scoring fixtures, in the Cup we've been disappointed. If Arteta out, who's your replacement? Gasperini, chat to me. Alonso, chat to me. Just chat to me, man. Chat to me. Just let me have a conversation. What the fuck? DG, last man on a 1,000-man Lily Phillips train. You'll be mad. I don't know who Lily Phillips is, or only watch anime for 20 years as only form of media. I get brain in it. It's being foolish. Brizak. Allegedly. Ipswich are reluctant to sanction a sale in January, but Chelsea are serious contenders for the lap who's open to a move to Stamford Bridge. Pete, DG, if Liverpool lose to Forest and we beat Tottenham, would you change your thoughts? What thoughts is there for me to change, though? Because I've always maintained we're a good football team who shoots ourselves in the foot. I don't look at the league table, but I believe Liverpool have unique qualities. Arsenal have unique qualities. There's 38 games. Word to Arsene Wenger, until it's mathematically impossible to win a league title, we must keep going. Arteta shout me. Nah, I'm not changing my thoughts. I probably will. I changed my thoughts on Colomani and Bearman. I'll be real. I know, pardon me, I've made videos. Don't sign Rashford. Don't do this and that. Chat to me, Rashford. Chat to me. Permanent thing, because we can't do the loan thing. Chat to Rashi. Chat to me. You telling me? Call the phone. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying make a phone call. Let's see what's going on. Spence for Spurs has done very well driving forward. Don't be a hero. Oh, it's here with Timo Werner, which is good for me, but Spurs fans, I don't know. Brother. Spence. Nah, I didn't say nothing. Brizak. DG, you never watched Twitch chat. At least you didn't watch the Arsenal game. I did. I always watch the Twitch. Don't do that. Like, it comes up on StreamYard. I'm bigging up the Twitch. Big up the Twitch gang. I'm bigging up everyone. You don't see my man see is from Twitch. They need to bring the VAR announcements to the Prem. I hear that. Big up Keith, because you're always here. Gets from bad. I thought Spurs scored. Gets from bad to worse for us, as if Spurs was going to beat Liverpool. Boy, DG, my reasoning is to stop Liverpool's momentum. I hear you, but me, I'm just on the tribal thing. I forget all of that, man. There's always, in life, there's always another way. Find another way. Darwin Núñez, Gravenberch. Oi. Oh. Watch Gooner spin this Liverpool L and say they still got a chance to win the league after this result. You support Man United. Big up Man United, man. Man, them are 14th and all them crazy things. Have manners. Because the way you're talking, you're not wrong, but you're talking with too much chest, like too much vim. That's the thing I hate about United fans, talking with bare vim, bare war stories, bare PTSD stories. We don't care if you lot were the kings of the block in 1976. Because what are you doing now? You think because your manager wears ripped jeans? I don't even need to boy Amarin because I like Amarin, but you saw what time it was when you came around the Emirates. You're going to get slapped again on Sunday. Like, tell him to get his Rolex insured. London is scary. People getting robbed for them things. People getting robbed for phones. It's going to get long. Tim McCassie is down. Not good news for Liverpool. That's the worst thing with Arsenal. It's really the hope that kills you. You need to put that quote on a plaque. Hear it. Yeah, man. Mark, you doing me dirty, man. Big up yourself. You look like a pot of paper as well, my Achilles. So, yeah, man. Big up you, look, man. I feel a lot better about Arsenal. Not necessarily Arsenal, just life now. Back-to-back games without a win, beginning of the end for Liverpool. Nah. I don't wish injuries, but for me, I need Liverpool to become completely unstuck. Some shock results. Need a couple injuries. Again, I don't want injuries. As G1 said, hit the like button if you haven't, people. No manager is below praise and no manager is above criticism. Jerome, tell them again. Fans don't understand this, though. That's why my stuff isn't the bestseller. Because unfortunately, we live in a climate where YouTube is WWE. Solanke's done very well against Konate. Spurs have to score. Oh, that's a very good goal from Spurs. Bergvall, it's a great goal. Solanke, great hold-up play. You're letting them man there do them. Make sure you man win at Anfield, innit? Because if these man buck Newcastle in the final, I don't know what's going on. You know what? I have to respect Postecoglou's thing. He said he wins a trophy every 2 years he's at a club doing his thing. Great goal from Spurs. Unsuccessful hate along. Poor Sinclair. No VAR check. There must be a VAR check. There must be a VAR check. Must have a VAR check. I think Slot's been given a yellow card. Liverpool, you man are not even serious. You're not serious. You lot didn't want to win this. I've seen the way Liverpool are moving. You lot don't want to win. You lot didn't want to. You lot don't care about this cup team anyways. Jolting. Credit to Spurs, even though it burns me to say that. Credit to Spurs. That's terrible from a Liverpool perspective. Konate, they said he's better than Saliba. Bullied by Solanke. Animaton. Bergvall, good finish. Do I not always say he's an Arsenal player, this Bergvall guy? It reminds me of them Arsenal players. He's soft. I swear Saliba got a clean sheet when we came here. Yeah, boy. Konate, bullied by Solanke and that. Boy, and at least my guys are getting ripped by Isaac. I'm gonna let Bergvall get on the score sheet. Boy, Are we running agendas? Trent comes on and Liverpool concede. Are we running? Are we running agendas? I can smell it. It's cooking. Like the jerk stand at the end of a motive. Diaz. I said I was supporting Liverpool for 90 minutes or until you concede. I'm not with you lot now. Spurs should have 2 goals. Yeah, I'll be a Newcastle. I think Newcastle will buckle at Wembley like the last time. Wait, Rashford linked to Spurs on loan. Creative journalism. Mohamed Salah. You're not serious. Salah's not serious. Look what Salah's doing. Would you take Drewsbury Hall? Nah. Because the priority, if we had wide options, I'm not going to lie, I'll take him on loan in January for midfield cover, but I need to see a winger or inside forward, however you want to shape it. It's been a crap game, but it's been amazing being here with you lot, as it always is, man. You lot are in top form. We got 109 likes. Hit the like button. Big up you lot. Keep running that up. Endo, Konate and Trent come on Liverpool concede. Well, yeah, no. We don't lose over these sides. That's our red team. And I'm losing against Spurs and that. Let me stay humble because we got them next Thursday. In fact, no, fuck that, man. These man, they got cocks on their crest as a badge, bro. Can't take verbal from these lot. Liverpool, you could argue Liverpool have one as well. Thoughts on Arsenal approaching talent like Igor Jesus said of world-class big names. I think it's nonsense, though. I don't think Arsenal were in for him, man. Definitely don't think we had been rejected. Trent, Endo, you're not serious, Endo, man. Look at you, you're shook. Trent puts it. Someone had that. That's a good ball from Trent. But Suma sends it. I'm telling you, Liverpool are dropping points second half of the season, but we'll be able to take advantage when it happens. Richard, that's your answer. Should we call a Spurs fan? He's probably in high spirits. Try gold him into saying they're winning this trophy still. Man, let Bergvall score, you know. Archie Gray, centre half. Yo.
Did you win yesterday?
Brother, I'm calling you. What's going on? Hello.
Reasons.
You said, did Arsenal win yesterday?
Yeah.
We did win because the only loss in life is when you wake up and you have no desire to get out of bed. From you try to be better than you was yesterday, you always win, bro.
Oh my days.
I
haven't even watched the game today. I can't lie.
Yeah, you lot just scored with Bergvall. The streets want to know. Quick question, yeah. The streets want to know because you lot are a goal up now. You're winning 1-0. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you lot think you're winning the league? Do you think you're winning this trophy?
I already said this. Yes, Spurs this season.
So Spurs are going to win the League Cup, yeah?
Yeah, 100.
How comes?
It's ours. What? Second season,
yeah?
Guaranteed.
Now, you're right. You, man, got unique qualities that no one else has. Now, you're cold. You lot are shower, you know. Solanke, anime done and that. Yeah, you're going to win the league. You're going to win this trophy, yeah? Wembley, yeah? You're going to do this.
Yeah, man.
What? You're going to beat Liverpool at Anfield 2-0 and that, yeah? I hear it.
The Jose thing, man. Sit back.
Jose thing, yeah? Okay. I hear that. It's wavy. I know you're at work. Let people know where they can find you, man. My plumber.
Yeah, Liverpool Street.
I promote the plumbing business, bro. People might need their pipes. Any gal that need their pipes unclogged, shout me, but shout him for the plumbing thing for real. Let people know, bro.
Yeah. It's on the fish of all of the books at the moment.
Cool. I chat to you, man. I chat to you. Say, you, man. Yeah. DG being a menace. Durag Diaries. In fact, they won, so big up George. It's not fun when they lose, unless they lose. Liverpool don't care about this trophy, man. I hope they tump them up at Anfield, but they're not going to tump them up at Anfield. Spurs ain't winning no final, so I don't mind if they win. I don't know, man. Whenever Spurs get to a final, I get nervous. Uncomfortable conversations with Postecoglou bags. Because as much as I hate Spurs, he said we win something in the second year. And if he wins something, fair enough, he talked up your thing. Arteta. Same amount of trophies as Postecoglou. I'm shameless because it's not English Super Cup, but on slot first year with him, Prem. Uncomfortable conversations. Not uncomfortable for the club. Arteta's been given a new deal, but Liverpool not serious. You lot didn't want to win anyways, man. Jolting. Trent Alexander-Arnold is chewing gum like a bad bee. Stripper. He should be in Atlanta, man. Stripper. If this was in the Prem, Liverpool would have sourced these, man. This is a joke thing. But credit to Spurs. They got a goal disallowed. They found another one. You have to big up, what's my man's name? Jaguzin for the goal line clearance. Spurs are weird, man. They beat Liverpool and Spurs. They beat Liverpool and City this year, and then have been fucking shit either side of that. I'm so happy this is an evening fixture. My window's not open because I live right next to the Spurs stadium. It's so annoying. He's come on, you Spurs. Man, I'm letting this 21-year-old get a clean sheet in his debut. Okay, Liverpool. It's cool because next Wednesday, you know what's happening to these, man. Come on, Liverpool, man. Where's the you never walk alone hype, man? There's like 5 minutes left. Trent, man, you're getting skinned by Spence. Spence sent you shot. Pull his cane rolls, man. Trent, you're not serious, man. No, I love living it. I don't hate anime. I just don't watch it. It triggers you lot in the chat. I come to find that. So, yeah. Spurs doing this just makes me want Arteta binned even more. Boy, you know, uncomfortable conversations. Pardon me, Curtis Jones, Luis Diaz. No! Corner kick. Bro, I'll be real. We need to go and get Ivan Toney out of the sun. He's rubbed, man. He's cashed out, man. He's probably fattened that now. Liverpool put a strong line out. Spurs just better, which is weird considering last 2 games between the two. Watching X act a fool made me glad to turn into your stream. Now, big up X, man, but I appreciate that. Big up X. I can't blame him. 1-0 up against Liverpool. Liverpool, Solanke scored the goal, but he's doing his defensive work. Kulusevski hasn't brought that under control. Oh, Draguzzi wants to score. Look at him being a forward option. Unfortunately, Spurs got Werner. As I said, he's found Kulusevski. It's not the best of balls. If that wasn't, oh my, Gravenberch, you almost got weights. If that wasn't Werner on the ball, there could have been a second there for Spurs. But unfortunately, you lot were dumb enough to get Werner on a second loan. Imagine if Man City end up winning the Premier League again. Because mathematically, if I don't look at the league table, I don't know anything. Forget that. Forget what I was talking about. Mind games. Kanate and Trent Alexander-Arnold came onto the pitch. Liverpool have ended up conceding. Smash the like button, subscribe, do all of that. If you're on Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, make sure you're following that. Come on, people, man. We're trying to get 70K. We're trying to pattern up everything. Make sure you're following on playback. You don't need to start reading the descriptions. To the one of you, there's 100 of you here. One of you is actually going to go and look in the descriptions. God bless you. Hope you win the lottery. If you don't do that, damn. Pedro Puro and Diaz getting into verbal. Diaz, he cost your mum, bang him. Puro, you're going to take that. Punch him up. You know me, I love handbags. Come on. Punch him up, man. You're going to take that. Spurs beating Liverpool, but Arsenal can't beat Newcastle. We deal with Arsenal's problems tomorrow, man. I don't want to hear about Arsenal right now, man. Don't want to hear about. I love Arsenal, you know. Like, I love Arsenal with everything I have. Like, I haven't even loved the woman as much as I've loved Arsenal. Like, I've cheated before. No, I have not. I'll never cheat on Arsenal. I know I have not cheated at all. Just chill out. I'd never know who this Liverpool Don is until today. Whoever that is, a member of the coaching staff has been booked. 6 p.m. We are going to be live tomorrow with Jess, aka She Knows Arsenal. Sunday, we're going to be watching Arsenal Man United. Make sure notification bells are on because videos are off the cuff. I want to say thank you to you lot for supporting my last watch along and also my last fan reaction vid. Typically, it's quite poorly viewed in relation to all of my content, but for some reason, you lot were taking it in. See what happens when you subscribe, you comment, you hit like buttons. We get out there. I told you, I let you lot down. I didn't get 70K last year. I can't let you lot down this year. I can't. I won't be able to live. You'll find fitter people in the mortuary than at Arsenal at the moment. He's about to cheat on Martinelli. Adam, why for that, man? Like, if City win the league, liquidize the club. I don't mind City winning the league because I don't know no City fans, real City fans. I don't know them. If Arsenal don't win the league, certain man might have to leave. Luis Diaz, 30 seconds left. Come on, man. You lot Liverpool, you man, another comeback. No, Diaz is going to be a hero. Nah, it's over, man. It's over. Trent, it's over. It's here with Trent. It's over. Look, Trent trying to be a hero. It's over. It's over. It's over. One last corner kick. Moving crazy. Aim high, DG. Let's get to 100K and get you that YouTube award. Jerome, it kills me that you think I've got that quality, man. Like, some of you always comment like you should have more underrated. You're right, Jerome. You're right. But you see me, I'm focused. It's like a team that wants to not get relegated. I'm just focused on 40 points. If we get 40 points and it's looking like we can get Europa League place, then we scheme on that. Appreciate that. You're right, man. You're right. It would be nice to get 100K and get to the plaque. But I just think 70K, I really believe I've got something. Ref, just end the game now, man. You've played over 30 seconds. Both teams that get beneficial decisions from VAR. I'm capping slightly. Are Spurs going to deal with that? Van Dijk's there. I hit it, Curtis. All right, Curtis Jones, you're shameless, but I respect it. He's trying to appeal for a penalty. It's over. I don't know why the ref's still playing. The game's over, really. The ref's acting. The ref is acting. Bring back Daly, Dusan. We need to start getting linked with Vlahovic, my brother. I don't know why. It's over 50 seconds. It's over now, man. Man, them let this goalkeeper get a clean sheet in his debut. Ref, end the game, man. Bring Curtis Jones. Curtis, you're shameless for trying to win a penalty there, but because of that, we need that Arsenal. When we are fit, we romp the league in. Luck is simply not with us this year. If we buy proper in Jan, there's hope. Alhamdulillah, man. What will it take for the Arteta fans to be Arteta out fans to be Arteta in again? winning trophies, my brother. Bigger picture, Liverpool have to lose. I can't have them harness a comeback mentality. Boy, Bergvall scored. Unsuccessful hate along. It's been a perfect week for Spurs. They've seen us lose. They've won. The only saving grace is they got to go to the Lions then in Anfield, and it's right on brand with Spurs effing it out. They deserve their win. They scored. Really and truly, it has been a nothing game. There's been nothing to scream and shout about. A game that in the Premier League is one of the kind of big Van Dijk's crime with the ref. One of the big goal-scoring games. We haven't seen that. It is what it is, but it's always love to be here, man. You've got it. Real recognized, real. You've got what it takes. I can see it. Consistency is key. I do sit here and think, when though, man? I know I'm being impatient and you shouldn't be. I appreciate the fact. It's like you lot see a lot more in myself than I see in myself. But I just think when I get to 70K, I just think I'll think, rah, you know what? You just need 30,000 more people and then you're there, you know? Like, 70K make me think, like, yeah, we're actually here. Like, it's obtainable. It made me think like how Arteta should think right now. Like, yo, you sign a striker, it could get wavy. It is what it is, though, man. We really lost to these mugs. Unbelievable. But hey, Marcel, stay humble. Big up Marcel for not running. He's finally commented when Liverpool haven't got a favourable result. We need Liverpool to lose confidence. Liverpool not losing confidence of losing the League Cup. And if Liverpool's confidence, which I hope as an Arsenal fan, is genuinely shattered today, then these men are pussy holes as well. They know they play shit. They know they're letting an idiot go. And they also know Spurs have to go to Anfield. For Spurs, good result. Don't get it twisted. Good result at home. Keeper made his debut. Clean sheet. And beating Liverpool with the form they're in generally in the Champions League and the Prem. It's a very good result. There's a lot of football to be played. Hopefully Spurs lose at the weekend. Spurs are weird. When you think they're going to get bopped, they do a thing. DG, you should do another tactic board on how you'd want Arsenal to play. Play ball. I hate that. Exactly, DG. You're on a cross, just like Arsenal just needs to get over the line. That's why I call you Hollywood. Where do you see Hollywood, bro? There's no Hollywood here. I want to be Hollywood. Every now and again, I feel like Hollywood. Because I'll be real. I won't say no names. I'm that content creator. Man don't like saying it that they rate my thing out loud. When I go to these industry events, when I'm around them, it's bare breading. If you know, you know. If you know what that means, you do know what it means. It's breading. It's cool, though, because we're going to get there one day with you lot's help, man. But one thing that I respect is you lot's time. So I don't want to waste any more of you lot's time. As usual, it's a fantastic watch along. Make sure you're subscribing and that. If you're on Spotify, check the links in the chat. Make sure you're following on Spotify. I can't get into my other podcast on Spotify, so I have to start all over again. I think I had like 1,000 followers. We have to start all over again. So help me. And it's all on Apple Podcasts and all that jazz. Make sure you're following on TikTok. Turn your notification bells on. And a massive thank you for watching the game with me, man. Arsenal versus Man United on Sunday. What else we got? Next week, North London. Listen, just turn on your notification bells. Check out the YouTube community tab. If you're going to do none of this advice, follow me on Twitter because that's where I post all of my content. You won't miss a dime. God bless you all. If you've hit the like button, double God bless you all. Stay safe, stay blessed. We link up tomorrow, man. Peace.
Against this right back, Charlie's definitely.
You always use that.
Active when that defenders have been given like